here we go. Broadcasting live, this is KMA Talk Radio, life, liberty, and the pursuit of fine cigars. With your hosts, Honest Abe and Adam K. the Brewmeister. Listen to the show anywhere in the free world at KMATalkRadio.com.
I like to smoke them like some Winston Churchill, like John Kennedy, yeah. Remember Coach Red Auerbach, smoked up for victory, yeah. Well, you can take my wife, you can take my car, but you can't take my big cigar. My cigar.
Good morning, loyal listeners, libertarians, lovers of the leaf, everyone out there in Radio Land. Welcome to another exciting edition of KMA Talk Radio. Broadcasting live here in lovely West Palm Beach, Florida. I am Adam K. the Brewmeister. We are happy to be here in lovely West Palm Beach, Florida. With me, of course, as always, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Honest Abe.
Good morning.
Hello, hello.
What's up?
And then, of course, there's Paul, who's plugging things in.
Well, we had a last-minute tinker.
Yeah, gotta do that sometimes.
I'm good. I'm back. Did you miss me?
No.
Why not?
Nobody did.
That's not true.
I was the christening, though, I have to ask. I didn't get to ask.
I mean, you really want to get into
It looked very Italian.
Well, I am Italian.
I know. It just looked very Italian.
So, you know,
Did you have a bunch of people whacked by chance during the christening?
No, but let me tell you something. Do you, are you Roman Catholic? Do you have Roman Catholic christenings, or is it a denomination of Christianity that your kids were baptized?
It's so much for not wanting to be on the radio.
Yeah.
I told you it wouldn't last you 5 minutes. He wouldn't be able to help himself. I told you.
1 minute, 42 seconds.
I mean, literally, 1 minute into the show, I told you he would not be able to resist.
So did you do like
Listen to me,
big parties?
Listen, I did Christian, basically, baptisms, right?
Right.
When we got married, I'm religious. I'm very spiritual. I'm not very church going or believe in church, the state of church that much. So when we got married, one of our good patrons, good friend, married my wife and I. He knew us both for many years.
Right. I think you mentioned that
and
on the
he
air
was Lutheran,
before.
right?
Yeah.
And it really wasn't until
It's still Christianity.
listen. Either you believe in the big dude or you don't, right?
Right.
That's what it comes down to in my book. So. It wasn't until we went and saw the church.
The big dude.
Yeah, the big dude. Yeah, the big J. So we went and saw the church, and then we really started to learn that the Lutheran faction is the one that's the poverty, right? They don't have the money.
Oh, yeah.
The Roman Catholics have all the money, right?
Largest landholders in the world.
Obviously, because the church was like desolate. Like, it was like, my wife and I looked at each other, we can't get married in this church.
Oh
yeah. It was very bad, right? But he hooked it up, right? He found another church, Lutheran church in the area that was really, really nice with full glass pane windows that looked out into the trees and everything. So we ended up getting married there, and he baptized the first 3 of my kids. Then the whole church closed down. He disappeared. We don't even know where he went. I don't even know where.
Oh, really?
No, I don't even know where he went. And then we had another priest who's a Roman Catholic priest, who's another one of our good patrons, knew my family over, and he baptized my son.
And they did private ceremonies for all of them?
All of them private.
You didn't do that? See, that's what I didn't want. I wanted the private ceremony because most of the time when you do...
It's usually done at the end of a normal mass.
And there's like 11 kids and... this is Long Island. So normally...
No. It was just us.
Yeah,
at the end of the mass.
ours was just us because my uncle's a priest. So they took care of it. But
did he give you a family discount? I think it is a no.
I don't...
Go ahead.
I didn't have to pay the church, but my father ended up making a donation.
I'm sure you had. Come on.
But...
You made a
Let me
donation
tell you
in the
something.
name of the Brotherhood.
How many people did you have at these things? Because this was like...
No. Listen, growing up, like in my family, like
everybody,
there were baptisms that some people had a full function.
Well, because you guys have family like your father has a lot of brothers.
Listen, my dad's got 9 brothers and sisters. My mom's got 9 brothers and sisters. But I mean, some of them had banquet hall parties for baptisms. It was insane. But like us, it was just the godmother, the godfather, immediate family. There was maybe a dozen of us. That's about it.
We did the banquet hall thing.
There you go.
I had 60 people there.
That's so insane.
It was so expensive. They started
when
talking
he gets
about...
older, ask Axel what he thought about it.
Yeah, I will. and I'm counting the money that he got because it's old school Italian and they a lot of people.
Did you break out the black book and start writing down what everybody gave you?
We have it all written down, of course. But I was thinking in my head, I was like, he doesn't know that this money exists. We could pay for the party, and he'll still have a little bit left over. I mean, he got like a few grand. So is that wrong to say, hey, take the $2,500 out of his money? And
listen, I have actually developed, because my kids have some generous grandparents, right? So I have developed like a mathematical formula equation
Okay.
for the offset of raising them and the monthly maintenance of maintaining the children,
Okay.
the gift ratio that ends up going in their account.
Really?
Yes.
See, now I didn't want to
see-
talk to my wife about that because I felt awkward about
No,
it.
I
I
know,
feel like
but-
she'd get mad.
But here's
So
the
yes,
thing.
you should bring it up on the radio.
Here's the
That's
thing.
a much better idea.
Here's the thing. As long as you're consistent in how you do it, I believe it's fair, right?
So you take a percentage, you take points like a
Well,
mobster?
I mean, like, let me give you
You're
an
a bookie?
example. Like, say they get a gift from one of their grandparents, right? Well, first thing I do is I get them a gift, right? But usually, sometimes there's more money than the gift was sent, right? Because my dad will usually send them a check for their Christmas or whatever. So I get them a gift, right? And then a percentage of it goes towards their account. The
Okay.
rest goes towards all the other lively things they do every week, whether it's violin, tennis, or whatever. It's
But you
offset
make
of
sure to
maintenance.
spend that money on
It's like
them.
a management fee. That's what I call it, a management fee.
You're 15%.
But it's a formulated equation, so I pretty much know by the time they're 18.
Okay.
Technically, in the state of Florida, I can turn over the account to them at 13. You
Really?
can't have.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can't have your own bank account.
Right.
On
I
your
have,
own.
I have a custodial account for him.
All right, when he's 13, you can actually turn it over to him. But I haven't decided whether I want to do it at 13 because I mismanaged money as a kid.
Yeah, me too.
I was
That's
terrible
not
with
going to
money
happen.
as a kid, right? So I already have the formula equation that I know when they turn 18 how much each one should have in the bank.
Right. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so you'll replace that money, basically.
No, it's going in there. I'm not replacing the money.
Oh.
The money that was used from their management fee.
See, you don't have a custodial account for each kid or something like that. See, what I was going to do is open up CDs with his money and let it keep gaining
I have
interest
one
and just
account.
roll it over.
I have one account. I'm not managing 8 accounts.
Right.
For, my 18 children. You know what I'm saying? But I have one account and it all goes in there. And as they turn 18, they're each going to get their
portion
thing.
of the money.
Yeah, of all the money was gifted to them or whatever they got to them.
I could see Zane saying, "Hold on, Dad, your math is off here."
Zane will check my math. I will have to give her a statement with every deduction and fee incurred and whatnot, without a doubt.
Dad, it's 78 cents, not 74.
She would, too.
It's just a massive undertaking, man. Like I thought this would be like a small thing. We did it up in New York because my uncle's a priest. He's a Monsignor up on Long Island and kind of a big shot in the Roman Catholic Church up there, actually. And I thought, we'll have the cousins, some
So
friends,
he's got
and
a
then
direct
it'd be
line
real
to the
simple.
Pope, is what you're saying.
Well, he used to work directly for the Bishop of Rockville Center, so he's kind of a big. You could Google him.
For someone who's a nobody, you're very well connected.
I'm connected. Yeah,
You
I know people.
everybody.
I do know people.
Literally everybody.
I know people.
You're always knowing somebody.
What? That's how you get
How did
around in life.
How did you end up in Florida being involved with us?
Let me tell you something. That's how I was able to not have a 9-to-5 job for the first 15 years of my adult life.
God bless.
Because I knew people. But now I work a regular 9-to-5 and I love it. It's so weird. Like you always say that you would love tomorrow in a heartbeat.
A
you'd go and
9-to-5
work for
job would be like a vacation.
I
wouldn't know what to do with my free time.
My office, literally, I've never worked at a place that at 5:30 clears out. I've always been a consultant somewhere or whatever. At 5:31, I'm always the last person in the entire office. I was there for a week. They had to give me a key because nobody else stays there. So, and you just did it. You were yelling at your dad.
I knew I was doing it, but I was trying to turn it down fast enough. I realized I didn't turn it on before. Still doing it. Still doing it.
Anyway, we here
So
at KMA
anyway.
Talk Radio love to give wonderful things away. Our good friends over at Sycar every week have the poll of the week. Congratulations to Casey Aldulami from Long Beach, California.
That was
Could I have gotten a phonetic check on that one, Paul?
Well, I couldn't
Thanks.
get in touch with him.
Yeah, but if you'd like to win a Zycar ELX gunmetal lighter in Jeet in gunmetal, head over to the KMA Talk Radio Facebook page. Cast your vote in this week's poll. What is the first thing you would do when you arrive at your job in the morning? It's going to be a lot of interesting things, I'm sure.
I have a lot of people who work for me who love doing number 3, which I never understand.
Eating breakfast as soon as they get in.
Well, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
No, it's called starting work. You're supposed to eat breakfast before. That's like.
I knew this would get him
Yeah,
heated.
because this is how stupid and insane this is. This is the equivalent of going to school, sitting in your classroom, and then breaking out a bowl of cereal as the teacher starts instructing. That's what it's the equivalent of. You clock in, you start work. But no, they come, they clock in, they'll run to Dunkin' Donuts, they'll get a sandwich, a coffee, they sit down, they make themselves a spread, they tuck their napkin in their collar, they sit there, they want to have
it's
breakfast.
mostly the younger guys, I'm assuming, because the younger guys, they want to sleep as late as possible so they don't waste time at home eating breakfast, making coffee. They just
Is that
wake
what
up,
it is?
roll out of bed. Sometimes they shower the night before so they don't have to worry about it.
Unless they're you,
and
they
then
won't even
leave.
wash their face.
Yeah.
I showered this morning,
Oh, okay.
but that's why. But I also know people that do number 4, which is, well, Adam didn't go over the, I'm sorry, we're breaking ahead. You have to give the options.
We don't go through the options anymore, remember?
Oh, we don't?
Yeah.
Oh.
I
Well,
was
so,
just making a point.
He was
Okay.
just making a point.
But it's okay. Number 4, I mean, you make sure my boss sees me.
Or employees. I had a boss that used to come in, say hi, and then go outside.
I think everybody likes to duck me.
Okay.
I think when they walk in, they just duck me.
Well, because you usually
either
probably
they're
yell.
late, or something's wrong, or they want to like mess around for the first 15, 20 minutes. So they don't want the attention of, hey, I'm here. You know what I'm saying?
What about number 5? I'm sure you have employees that do that. Take their morning poo as soon as they come in.
10:30 a.m. like clockwork. Ba-ding!
Hey,
clockwork.
I'm very happy to be regular.
Listen,
Wow, he didn't even call you out. He was being nice and didn't call
he
you by
called
name,
himself
but you
out.
called yourself
But
out.
let me just tell you something. It was so aggravating one time, I made him start coming to work at 11:30.
So he could get it done at home?
I said you weren't allowed to do a morning poo here. You have to do your poo at home and come in after you were done. That's how aggravated
fantastic.
I got at one point.
Anyway, our good friends over at Recluse have the Recluse Caption Contest. Head over to the KMA Talk Radio Facebook page. And speaking of poo, you can cast your best caption into, well, someone who decided
What a transition.
It is a poo-themed week, isn't it?
What a transition.
And we're all going to end up in the toilet this week, because it's going to be that kind of a show. Head over to the KMA Talk Radio Facebook page. Cast your best caption on the gentleman who, well, forgot to finish what he was doing before taking a selfie.
It's this whole selfie phase. Yeah, this whole selfie craze, rather. And then
Before I flush, let me go take a selfie. Before I pull my pants up, quick, let me take a selfie.
Wow.
Who knows? That's all going on in the wonderful world of people taking selfies and posting them on the World Wide Webs. It's a wonderful place we live now.
All right, we're going to have a short second segment.
I know. That's why I'm going to take a short break. When we come back, we will get the rest of the show started. Keep it lit.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Experience the new Henry Clay Warhawk, a robust and complex cigar that's inspired by the rebellious roots of Henry Clay. The first of a 3-part series honoring the life of the great statesman, this cigar is made with the best tobaccos grown and hand-rolled by the Grupo de Maestros at La Flor de Copan in Honduras. And it's not your typical Connecticut. This is a Henry Clay. Stand up, be different, and smoke a Warhawk. Surgeon General warning, cigar smoking can cause cancer to the mouth and throat even if you do not inhale.
Cigar enthusiasts, did you know your personal freedom to enjoy a fine cigar is affected by some form of smoking ban in all 50 states? Additionally, taxation on premium cigars is at its highest level in history, with some states taxing at an astronomical rate of 75%. Finally, there's a solution. CRA, Cigar Rights of America, is the first and only nonprofit public advocacy association fighting for your freedom to enjoy a fine cigar. Don't just sit there. Become part of the solution. Become a CRA member today. Membership is only $35 a year. That's less than $3 a month. And as a special bonus, CRA will send you 2 limited edition cigars as a way to say thank you for joining. Visit cigarrights.org for more information and to become a member.
Hello, this is Glenn Case, owner of Christoph Cigars. There's nothing more important to me than family. That's why I treasure the moments with my wife Terry and our son Christopher, aka Christoph. When we have those rare moments to talk about life, there's nothing better than smoking Christoph to enhance our time together. For Terry, it's our Christoph Sweet Tip Cuban selection. For Chris, our Sumatra. And for me, our original Maduro. Enhance your family time with Christoph Cigars.
The Oliva family, the makers of some of the most affordable yet highest rated premium cigars available. For 7 straight years, Cigar Aficionado has rated Oliva as one of the best cigars of the year. And Oliva has a cigar for all smokers, from the newly released Gilberto Oliva Reserva to the bold and rich Oliva Serie V. Oliva cigars can be found at a tobacconist near you, so always ask for Oliva, an unbeatable value and uncompromising quality. The Oliva family of cigars.
The recently released Perdomo Double-Aged 12-Year Vintage is an extremely rare blend of Perdomo's finest and most cherished 12-year-old fillers, binders, and wrappers. Bale-aged for 10 years and then barrel-aged in bourbon barrels for an additional 2 years, these exquisite Nicaraguan tobaccos are bursting with rich, complex flavors. Offered in Connecticut, sun-grown, or Maduro, available at only 250 authorized tobacconists worldwide, The Perdomo Double Aged 12-Year Vintage is a must-have for every cigar enthusiast.
Introducing the H. Upmann Connecticut Grupo de Maestro, a redefined Connecticut that exhibits a fuller and deeper flavor, combining over 200 years of cigar making and refinement. The Grupo de Maestros, a brotherhood of master blenders, inspired to create a new definition of a time-honored legend. This collaborative H. Upmann features a robust blend of luscious filler, including a layer of specially cultivated pilotico tobacco for an incomparable rich complexity. The H. Upmann Grupo de Maestros, defined heritage, redefined Connecticut.
Want to be in the know and lift your cigar game? Join the Monte Cristo Social Club and stay connected with the latest cigar news. Discover events near you and see what's trending. The Monte Cristo Social Club is the place to stay connected to get the inside scoop and feel like an industry insider. Members can look forward to exclusive members-only benefits, special discounts, and details on how to gain VIP access to some of the most extravagant cigar events. New members receive an exclusive gift just for signing up. The Monte Cristo Social Club. Get in the know.
Welcome back. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Welcome back to KMA Talk Radio, broadcasting live. I am Adam K., the Brewmeister. With me, of course, Mr. Honest Abe.
Good morning.
Paul, the producer.
Hey.
And we have our special guest today, our Meet Your Maker, Mr. Pete Hernandez.
Pete Hernandez, the human version of Yelp.
Wow.
Oh, that's great.
I missed hearing that.
Thank you, Duffy.
Pete
for
always
that.
great for a film. I think Nimish was scared to come in.
Yes, we did announce that Nimish was supposed to be here this week.
I think he. Oh, am I blocking my pretty face?
I mean, I like
Is
the
that
product placement, but it was too much.
Too much.
That's what I. So Nimish Desai was supposed to come in. He does have a legitimate excuse, but he told me
I know, but what's the legitimate
yesterday,
excuse? Tell me what it was.
They're opening the new Burn
That's
in
great.
Atlanta. They probably knew 6 months ago, though, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I mean, you don't pick a grand opening date like tomorrow,
Right.
right? You know, and is the opening date today?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on a plane going there.
Right, he could have been here and flown out and been in Atlanta.
I mean, it's
plenty
Atlanta.
enough
It's
time.
not far. Yeah, we did
it's
it.
a 2-hour flight. He could have been there for the opening, right after the show.
There's like 15 flights from Atlanta to PBI every day.
I'm calling. He didn't want to show off how unskinny he might have been.
Has anybody seen? Like, you haven't seen him recently,
No, they're all
right?
hiding it. They're all hiding
See,
it.
now,
Now, I've been stagnant. I ain't gonna listen. I got down to, I don't know where I'm at now. I'm like at 385, 86, 87 floating. So it's roughly in the vicinity of 35 to 37 pounds of 63 pounds I have to lose. Right? But I have been stagnant. I've had a lot going on. I hurt my ankle, so I was on a cane for like a week, and had trouble walking for a couple weeks now. And it's just coming off. Yeah, I wasn't gonna. The cane only lasted.
That's why you canceled.
Yeah, the cane was like hidden for most days. I mean, I really had to struggle to pull out the cane. But that hurt a lot of the activity level. But my parents are in town. It's Mother's Day, so I plan on hitting it hard. But I'm not worried. I'm very confident I'm going to make the goal.
To play devil's advocate, Nimish could be playing the game to kind of get in your head too. Like,
I'm not.
You don't think
I
so?
don't think so.
Have you seen him, Pete?
I saw him. No, I haven't seen him. But
Well,
I
it's
spoke
hard to
him.
tell because he wasn't that heavy, though. He wasn't that heavy,
Right.
so you
He
don't
had
really.
lost a lot.
Yeah, he'd already lost a lot.
Right,
of weight.
right.
I mean, he still
I
had to
wonder.
lose. He still got to lose 50
I
some
will
pounds.
tell you, Steve Sock is on his game, man.
Is he really?
I hung out with Steve Sock and Steve. We went out.
Sockalicious.
It was a brisket dinner, and he had 8 ounces of brisket, and that was it.
Well, I mean, Steve.
And you delivered a dozen donuts.
Oh, was it that same
you were
night?
at that
That
event?
same night?
Oh my
Yes.
God, that's
But
so
you know,
great.
when you listen to him on social media, just like everything else, he's always crying about it. So you never know. Steve's like, oh, stop giving me orders. I got too much orders. I don't know what to do with my orders.
He posted a picture the other day of like a spread behind him of food, and he had a celery stick in his mouth.
Sockalicious.
He could be doing phenomenal, and he'd still be like going, oh, this is so hard.
Pete, do you notice it? Like, can you see it?
Well, he had been down a few pounds. This was about a month and a half ago. So
Okay.
it wasn't, yeah.
So, but he was doing good.
Oh, he was. I called him in the morning. He wouldn't answer the phone, and he said that his car was 2 miles away, so he obviously had walked 2 miles. He was 2 miles from his vehicle, and he had another 2 miles to walk back to it. So
Wow.
yeah.
No, Steve don't want to lose.
Listen,
you don't want to be the guy that loses this bet.
No.
I mean, that's the whole point.
I don't
really
want to
does-
see any of these people lose
He went
this bet.
online and searched for shoes his size, stiletto heels his size, and he knows they're available. So
I'm not wearing stilettos. That's not part of it. I'll wear flat. I'll wear platform.
How about wedges?
I don't even know what a wedge is.
It's
platform?
like a heel. Yeah, I guess it's a platform.
Yeah, I would wear platform, but not stilettos.
Yeah, all right. I'll find you a good wedge.
I already rolled my ankle
does it
once.
need to
I'm
be?
not going to roll it twice.
It needs to be a wider shoe.
I'm not getting dressed. I'm telling you, it's not going to happen. I got less than 30 pounds to go. It's doable.
And how much time do you have?
Month and 3 weeks.
So you lose 30 pounds in 3 weeks, or are you just going to...
A month in 3 weeks.
A month in 3 weeks, all right.
I got 7 weeks to lose 30 pounds.
Gotcha. It's not loud enough in my ears that I couldn't hear.
Is it too low for you?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
No. So
this edition
doable.
of KMA Talk Radio brought to you in part by Weight Watchers. Weight Watchers, helping you
It just
lose
seems
the
there's
weight.
so many people in our industry struggling with weight now. Nelson, who got it, just started his thing. You see his post?
Yeah.
He's making his packages. You're always going up and down.
Well,
you're on a downtrend right now.
Right, no, absolutely. This is the key. The trade show is next month.
Your market is down ticking right now.
Yes, the trade show is next month. The goal is not to have to buy any new suits.
Right.
So the goal is to lose it as fast as you can and gain it back as slow as you can.
Right.
That's how.
Is that the cycle?
That's how it works.
Did you catch any of that? That was some good advice. That was a good cycle. I like that.
Yeah. So right now I'm doing keto. I'm eating way less. I'm amazed at how small my portions are. I'm eating twice a day. I'm doing intermittent fasting.
Okay.
And then you'll go.
The intermittent fasting works.
Yes, it does.
Well, I 37 pounds, while it sounds like a lot, is not like a lot for me, right?
10%.
No, but I mean physically, right? I mean, like I don't feel like I've noticed. I mean, some people say my face is thinner, and I got a little bit more of a neck now than maybe I've had a month and a half ago. Sure. But I've noticed it physically. Like my ring now falls off my finger. My wedding ring falls off my finger. I've lost it almost twice. I had bought a biker vest because I'm going to convert my KMA shirt into this cool like KMA biker vest. No, we ordered it like 3 times, but biker sizes and vests don't translate like the clothes. It's like,
there's a different biker.
No, man, because like I think the vest that ended up finally fit was like 9X, and there's, what I mean, like there's no 9X shirt, but when I got the 4X or the 5X, it just still wasn't big enough. So even the last one I got barely buckled in. So I said I'm just gonna leave it open, but now it like completely overlaps. So there are like physical things I've seen it, but the next 30 should be where I really
Leather Goods is finding all kinds of new sizes for people.
This is a shirt I bought it like 6 months ago, and try it on, and finally it fits. So I wore twice this week.
That's the stuff you notice. That's the stuff you notice.
My pants are unbuttoned right now, just so you know. That's how fat I've gotten.
Gross.
Vivacious.
No one wanted to know that.
Are you going to lean back and slip your hand down your waistline?
I can't get it in there. They're so tight. My belt is the only thing keeping my pants on.
Do like an Al Bundy?
Is too much information about Paul's segment, brought to you by our good friends over at Altadis and the Warhawk.
We got a hard break coming up.
Yes, we do. We do have to take a hard break. We're going to have more with Pete Hernandez. Also, Brian from the Florida Beer Company is going to be here to talk about Florida craft distribution and craft beer. It's a wonderful thing.
And he's bringing beer.
Excellent.
Just so you know.
Well, I'd like to hope so, because
we were supposed to have your beer.
Yeah, I got to find some growlers. I don't know where any of them are.
Terrible.
It got
we'll
tapped on Monday. Yeah, I'll see what we can do. I'll make some calls. I know some people. We'll do some things. Keep it lit.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Hey, Kemosabe. Dan Blunt here for Alec Bradley Cigars. Do you really want to hear another cigar ad that talks about wrappers and fillers and binders and aging and ratings? Blah, blah, blah. Tell you what, pick up an Alec Bradley cigar. Smoke it. Enjoy it. Spend an hour with it, and you'll be one happy camper. That's all you need to know. We'll talk to you again real soon.
Follow the legend to Nicaragua. The Monte Cristo Nicaragua series is the latest addition to the extraordinary legacy of Monte Cristo. Blended in Nicaragua, the balance of this cigar is undeniable. And now it's been awarded a top 10 cigar of 2018 by Cigar Aficionado. This exquisite and complex 100 Perfect Puro uses only the best tobacco, combining body and flavor for a stellar appearance. A unique smoking experience that is now a top 10 cigar of the year. Monte Cristo Nicaragua. Two legends coming together to create one legendary cigar.
Tobacco legend Julio Aroa and his son, Justo Aroa, bring back the authentic Corojo and Aladino cigars. A true Cuban puro, giving homage to original vintage Vitolas. Aladino cigars are also available in a dark, rich Maduro wrapper. JRE Tobacco has an unwavering commitment for consistency and quality. Experience our commitment to excellence in any one of our 3 lines: the Aladino, the Rancho Luna, and the Tatascan. Light up a JRE cigar today. Visit jretobacco.com.
Cigar enthusiasts, did you know your personal freedom to enjoy a fine cigar is affected by some form of smoking ban in all 50 states? Additionally, taxation on premium cigars is at its highest level in history, with some states taxing at an astronomical rate of 75%. Finally, there's a solution. CRA, Cigar Rights of America, is the first and only nonprofit public advocacy association fighting for your freedom to enjoy a fine cigar. Don't just sit there. Become part of the solution. Become a CRA member today. Membership is only $35 a year. That's less than $3 a month. And as a special bonus, CRA will send you 2 limited edition cigars as a way to say thank you for joining. Visit cigarrights.org for more information and to become a member.
Joya de Nicaragua proudly announces the release of Cuatro Cinco Reserva Especial, a carefully modified recipe containing a unique and exceptional selection of barrel-aged grade A fillers and a beautiful silky shade-grown Habano wrapper. From the legendary Jalapa Valley, produced in small quantities, this exceptional medium to full-bodied cigar will continue to captivate consumers with its rich Nicaraguan complexity, subtle woody and sweet flavors, and a velvety finish. Try a Cuatro Cinco Reserva Especial today.
Since the dawn of time, the universe has been constantly evolving. Now experience the evolution of flavor. Sindicato cigars, available in Ecuadorian shade-grown Corojo and San Andres Marron wrappers, are beautifully crafted by master blender Arsenio Ramos. Using a double-leaf binder and meticulously box-pressed, Sindicato cigars provide the perfect draw to deliver the evolved flavors you won't soon forget. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer of Sindicato cigars.
CLE Cigar Company presents CLE Cigars, Aroa Cigars, and Asylum Cigars. With 4 generations and over 120 years of experience in tobacco. From seed to smoke, these cigars are produced in Honduras and Nicaragua with the utmost care and precision possible. CLE Cigar Company introduces a vast array of tobaccos in various sizes to bring the highest quality of premium tobacco direct for your enjoyment. Visit clecigars.com for more information.
Welcome back. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Welcome back to KMA Talk Radio, broadcasting live on this lovely Saturday morning. I am Adam K., the Brewmeister. With me, as always, the man, the myth, the losing weight legend, Mr. Honest Abe.
I wouldn't say losing weight legend, but
I'm just saying.
Legend might be enough.
All right.
I
would spice it up.
I wouldn't either, but
Did you lower my thing?
I did a touch because we were all squealing a little bit because we were too high.
Okay.
Sorry.
Acceptable.
Okay.
I'm just looking out for the final end product.
I would like to say, if anybody notices, like there's a blue cap and a person in the corner, my father is in the studio from Chicago. I think it's the second time he's been in the KMA studio.
I don't remember him ever being in the studio again. I'm going to put him on the air.
You might have not been our producer last time he was on the show.
It was, what, 3 or 4 producers ago?
No, it was John Barron time.
I think. It might have been. I think he was on. Didn't he play You're Smarter Than a Stripper once?
Oh, he might have. Did you?
In the store.
Yeah,
in the
store.
Yeah,
we did make him do it. You're smarter than a stripper. Yes.
I think he won.
So
I
he
missed
has
that
been
segment.
on the show.
Well, I mean, he adamantly didn't want to be on the show.
The stripper was smarter than me.
Oh, she was?
There were a bunch of them.
I think we had 2 strippers against him on that episode. They bought it as a double tag team.
Wow.
So, yes.
I let him win on purpose.
Of course you did. You're a gentleman.
He let him win on purpose.
What can you say? Sometimes things we do.
Yeah, he's in town visiting, so we brought him into the studio.
He needed something. He needed to get out of the house this morning.
He adamantly didn't want to be on the air, but he'll just.
By the end of the show, he'll be hosting.
He'll be commenting without a doubt. He's wearing his Cubs.
He's got I love the outfit. He's got the full Cub gear on.
He's full Cub gear.
They're in first place in the division.
They're doing very good now.
They're doing good. There you go.
The best.
There you go. Well,
all right.
Glad to have you here.
I don't even know what to say after that. It's great.
Hey, listen,
Classic rock.
if you don't like the way I am, he's the guy to blame.
I was
so.
I was gonna say.
Hey, listen, I'm going to tell you something. I got one younger brother. My dad will tell you I'm the kinder, gentler of the two of us.
Of your out of your brothers?
No, you better stop.
What?
He's the hot-headed one?
Who is? I am not. He knows it. I am the kinder, gentler of the two of us, without a doubt.
I'm not touching that with the
My brother's a short guy. I think he's got like a Napoleon complex sometimes. Gets like very angry.
Is he ever going to come on the show?
Never.
I need to talk to him. Let me talk
My
to him.
brother comes to Florida, doesn't come visit me.
I'll talk to him for 5 minutes.
He comes to Tampa. I got him tickets to go see the game. He didn't come by and say hi.
So he was in the stadium with you?
No, like he said, I'm going to be in Tampa. Can you give me tickets to I don't know whatever. Where's the Davidoff have tickets? I got him tickets.
Lightning.
The Lightning.
No, it was Fuente. Fuente had.
Fuente got.
Fuente had it in
that's right.
the baseball stadium.
So I got him. I got him tickets to some game he wanted to see. Hooked him up. Got him and his family nice 4 seats, and went home. Didn't even come by and say hi.
Yeah.
Wow.
Didn't even say, hey, let's meet halfway.
Yeah, it's the Newman family that had the cigar complex in
Diamond Crown Lounge.
The Diamond Crown Lounge in the Tropicana.
Oh no!
But they got rid of that a year ago.
Or was it football? I can't remember. Either way, that's the story.
Huh.
He was in charge of in the radio on his college campus.
My brother was actually the radio guy.
Yeah,
he actually
he is.
studied communications. He had an internship with NBC.
Oh, wow.
He ran Iowa University's, basically was, I think, program director for the station for a year or so. And that's what he was going to do. When he was like 8 years old, he'd sit in the bathroom and you hear him doing Marv Albert, like while he was on the toilet. Like doing he would reenact like a whole basketball game out loud. And I'm talking about like before he was 10. Like this is what he would do. And then he got married and ended up opening up a pizzeria.
I love pizza.
He's got a good pizza. In fact, he just expanded and opened up a place with full bar.
Does he ever send pizza to you?
He has. He has sent pizza to the guys. Yeah, actually frozen them up.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And it's Chicago style?
No, he doesn't do Chicago. He doesn't do deep dish.
So it's real pizza.
Yeah.
Take that. There you go. You hedonistic psychopath.
I am very pizza open-minded. I think it's all good pizza.
I like Chicago style, but
I'm a big fan of Chicago style.
Yeah, but Pete, if somebody says to you, let's go get a slice of pizza, and they give you a slice of deep dish, aren't you disappointed?
But you have to understand, even in Chicago, we consider pizza, right?
You call it deep dish?
It's a different monster, right? That's not, that's what we're famous for, and that's what it's known. But I guarantee you, way more regular pizza is sold in the city of Chicago than deep dish pizza, right?
Pizza's one of those things. It's like sex. It's some are better
Even
than
when
others,
it's
but
bad,
it's
it's good.
yeah.
That's what you
Some
wanna
are better than others, but it's
Even
never
bad pizza
bad.
is pizza.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've had pizza on an English muffin. And it's fine with cheddar cheese. I got to tell you, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I got to tell you, it was delicious.
That sounds like Florida to me. Yeah.
Pete loves those bagel bite pizzas.
I love
whatever
those.
it tastes.
Then they have the greatest theme song. Do you remember the
No.
bagel bite?
No.
Pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening, pizza at supper time.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that
When
jingle.
pizza's on a bagel, you can eat pizza anytime.
Look at him, cracking it. Well done.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, that's
going.
a great one.
That's going like mid '90s.
Nicely
I
done.
That's my childhood, man.
Yeah.
Are we going to talk about cigars? Because otherwise our fans
Yeah,
will
I want
start
to talk.
getting
I
mad.
want to talk to Pete. We haven't talked to him in a while.
I was going to transition, but we got onto pizza, and it
Yeah,
got me a
well,
little hungry.
food's always a good topic.
Yeah, it's a great topic. One of my favorite. I don't know if you know that.
No, trust me, I know.
Never would have guessed.
Whenever we need to see Pete and I can't schedule him for a meeting, I just say, hey, we're having subs over. You coming? Hey,
I'm on my way.
I'll be right there.
Get me a meatball.
Meatball hero.
Do you get a specific sandwich shop?
Where is your favorite sandwich shop?
Yeah, are you
in Florida?
particular?
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
You know,
this is gonna struggle.
you know what? I go through different phases. My favorite sandwich right now is a banh mi, Vietnamese sandwich.
Really?
Yeah, that bread.
Because
is
you know
just
what?
so
And they're
fantastic.
simple.
Yes,
They're not loaded with a bunch of crap. It's got mint and banh mi's are good. Yeah,
I had
basil.
a phenomenal banh
Always
mi a
have to
couple
throw in
weeks
2
ago.
eggs in there. Yeah, you got to go with the 2 eggs.
Is that in a bao bun or what is the bread?
No, it's a
French.
Vietnamese sandwich. It's usually in
French
the
bun.
yeah.
Okay.
But they're really
Fantastic.
good.
Yeah.
Usually, good pho places will make them.
Yeah,
you know?
you can have 3 of them.
Easy.
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 They're
For a snack.
fantastic. Right.
For a snack.
Haven't had a sandwich in the longest time. I haven't had a piece of bread.
It's one of my favorite things.
I'm going to
is
tell you
sandwich.
something. Yeah, they make a sandwich.
delicious.
I've been. We should have gave him a mic. I know. So
I need a mic on him.
So listen. I've been a white bread like my whole life, right? My wife insists on wheat.
Yeah.
Feeds the kids wheat. I won't eat wheat bread. Now I don't mind like a good honey wheat, whatever, but she gets some like this sandpaper wheat bread to eat, and I just can't stand it. Right?
Yeah, that's what I get.
Now when I went on this program, the guy who helped me put on the diet program, David, basically said, "Hey, go get this Ezekiel bread." So every now and then, like if you want a slice of bread, where we eat this, and it's a flourless bread. I don't know if you've ever had it, right?
What's it called?
Ezekiel.
I don't think
it's
so.
in the freezer section, right?
That's all our bread is in the freezer section now because she buys
Gluten-free.
sprouted.
That's what it is. It's sprout bread.
Yeah.
It's the only bread I like now.
Yeah. It's weird though with the little sprouted things
but
in it.
It's got like a texture and a crunch to it. I toast it.
Yeah.
It doesn't have any consistency of regular white bread, right? But and now my oldest daughter, that's the only bread she wants to eat.
I had a PB&J on it last night. My wife went out to dinner and she was going to Indian food, and I was like,
we had Indian food last night
at Taste of India.
No, we go to Gandhi's.
I saw that.
Gandhi's is better.
That's I wasn't sure, but she went to Taste of India, and I was like, you know what? We have the radio show in the morning. I haven't had Indian food since I moved from New York. So
Gandhi's
I was like,
is really, really good.
I don't know if it was going to be a good idea.
If you ever want a nice sit down, Gandhi's is a real nice sit down. Too.
Really? Okay.
Very nice sit down.
Good to know.
Colin's flushing it.
Yeah, I can't. There's no way I would be. I'd have a problem this morning.
But yeah, now I'm stuck on the Ezekiel bread. I live on that. I won't eat regular white bread.
Does it have carbs?
Yeah,
I'm sure it does.
I'm on my way.
I'm sure it does.
Here, I'm on my way.
It's probably less because David put it on my plan. Like, if I wanted a real piece of bread, to try that. But I like that bread. I won't eat regular white bread anymore.
I love bread.
Yeah, well, everybody does.
Ezekiel Bread, our next great sponsor on KMA Talk Radio.
So are we going to hit cigars in this segment or what?
No, let's take a break. We'll come back.
Are you going to take a break?
We'll take the break now.
So we have a whole long segment?
We'll have a nice
then we
long
need to really
segment.
get into cigars right when we get back in.
Exactly.
Well, I want to talk about the CQ2. That's kind of a big talk right now, and a couple other projects.
I wish I knew more about it. I know it's just, we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about what you do know about.
Right.
Or what else you're going to be showing off the IPCPR coming up in just a month, a couple of weeks.
All right.
He's gonna check his notes.
Go text all your manufacturers. We represent. See what they can tell you.
Keep it lit.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Hi, this is Nish Patel from Rocky Patel Premium Cigars. I want to introduce you guys out to our Old World Reserve Corojo made in a Honduran facility. What a beautiful medium-bodied cigar. When you light it up, it's got a gorgeous white ash, and you get that sweetness from that delicious Corojo wrapper, a little bit of spice, and a lot of nuttiness. Go to your local brick and mortar, check out the Old World Reserve Corojo. You will not be disappointed. Again, what a delicious cigar.
For hundreds of years, the indigenous people of the Dominican Republic took tobacco and rolled it tightly into palm leaves. These long cylinders of tobacco, called yagua, created different, unique, robust flavors and aromas, and that original tobacco is now, for the first time, featured in La Aurora Dominican DNA. Full-bodied, robust, spicy, and elegant, La Aurora Dominican DNA is a return to the roots of Dominican cigar making that only La Aurora can provide. Look to the lion. La Aurora Cigars, king of the pride since 1903.
Looking for something unique and awesome? Smoke Oscar Valderas cigars. 2012 Connecticut, 2012 Corojo, 2012 Maduro, the Oscar Habano, the Oscar Maduro, My Way, and our latest creation, Oscar Valderas Cicerone Edition. A great cigar that comes in 5 different collectible boxes with an amazing exclusive artwork. Remember, Oscar has something unique and awesome waiting for you. Ask for Oscar Cigars in your favorite cigar shop.
Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust and its master ligador, Steve Saka, is crafting the very finest cigars available today. One such brand is his Todos los Dias. This liga is very smooth with tastes of dark chocolate and figs, with a nice sweet chili pepper that escalates in warmth as you smoke it. On the palate, it feels like a medium-bodied smoke, but it is lying to you, as this cigar is quite strong. From the first puff, there is no doubt of the origin of Todos los Dias, or that it is intended solely for the seasoned cigar smoker. Viva Nicaragua!
To affinity and beyond. That is where Affinity Cigars will take you. These mild to medium cigars use only the finest select high-grade Ecuadorian Connecticut tobacco, creating a cigar that delivers a smooth, rich, creamy smoke with the gentleness of a mother's touch. Affinity Cigars have become America's go-to cigar for that flavorful yet unintimidating smoking experience. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer.
Insurance companies have a very unique business model that the general public doesn't understand. Insurance companies make profit only one way: taking in premiums and paying out less on claims than they take in premiums. In doing this, they oftentimes deny legitimate people with viable claims fair compensation.
We know accidents happen. They happen every day. The good thing about insurance is it helps people do the right thing when they've caused accidents. You know, if I cause an accident, the first thing I want to do is make sure the person is okay, the person's taken care of. Insurance gives us the ability to do the right thing. Unfortunately, the insurance company treats people like statistics instead of human beings. And that's why you need an experienced attorney to make sure the insurance company does the right thing.
Baker and Zimmerman, defending the injured. 800-866-LAWS. Want to be in the know and lift your cigar game? Join the Monte Cristo Social Club and stay connected with the latest cigar news. Discover events near you and see what's trending. The Monte Cristo Social Club is the place to stay connected to get the inside scoop and feel like an industry insider. Members can look forward to exclusive members-only benefits, special discounts, and details on how to gain VIP access to some of the most extravagant cigar events. New members receive an exclusive gift just for signing up. The Monte Cristo Social Club. Get in the know.
Welcome back. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Welcome back to KMA Talk Radio, broadcasting live here in lovely West Palm Beach, Florida. I'm Adam K. the Brewmeister. We are here in episode 340 of KMA Talk Radio.
Wow, 340.
Yeah.
400 is going to be a big episode.
Yeah, that's
Oh no,
epic.
it's coming up, isn't it?
Halfway.
It's another year. Yeah.
I'm already getting headaches from it.
It's a year away. 400.
It'll be a while. We'll see.
Do you think I'm going to make it to 400, Adam? I don't want to ask him because he gives me false hope.
Paul, we can't afford better. You're the producer that we have. We're stuck with you.
Unless we get
anybody with real talent would cost me a lot more. So we're stuck with
Oh,
you.
gee, thanks.
You're welcome.
Paul the producer, the best we could afford.
Soundbite for a reason.
All right, we said before the break we were going to talk about cigars.
Well, first off, why don't you tell us what brands you currently work with? You represent multiple brands, right?
Yes, I do.
You and your brother have your own company, yes?
Right.
And what's it called? Fernando Triplets?
It's actually...
No?
Right, no.
Okay.
It's actually Broadleaf Tobacco Sales. And
is that a new name?
No, it's always been that.
Was
We're
it?
known as the Hernandez Brothers. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Hernandez Brothers something.
Yeah, no. Hernandez Brothers is kind of what we go by, but it's Broadleaf Tobacco Sales. You would only know that if you wrote us a check, you know.
I don't write checks. They come out of a computer now.
Right. So. And, at the top of our flagship brand, I would say, is Tatuaje Cigars. We've been the rep since 2003, before I did. My brother Paul, God, rest in peace.
Yes, sir.
He's the guy that carried Tatuaje. Met Pete Johnson. He was actually his second rep in the country.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's wow.
We also represent the newest one to our to the portfolio is Dunbarton Tobacco, which you're doing really well with. It's very interesting to work with Steve Saka.
I would say.
Yeah, to say the least. He's a very interesting cat.
Have you guys done like a ride along together?
Negative.
Oh,
we've met at places.
You guys should do a ride along.
That'd be fun.
That would be great for his diet.
I thought that would be cool, and then the more time I spend with him, I'm so glad he rents his own vehicle. Yeah.
Do you go up to see him ever?
Never.
Never. Okay.
Never. We rarely speak on the phone.
That's a great relationship.
That's a great.
Is he a texter or an emailer or what?
He's a social media guy.
Oh, really?
We have very little communication between he and I, and the more I work with him, the better I think that is. He's a great guy. No, don't get me wrong. He's a great guy. He really impressed me. We did this thing.
He's got a great product.
Well, and he's got a great process. What he does is very few manufacturers do what he does. He's truly a craft kind of guy.
Right.
Either that or it's all bullshit. I don't know.
It's a good shtick if it is.
Yeah, it's a very good
shtick. He's a very anal guy.
Well, so that's what. Yeah, I mean,
person.
but that's got to be like the product. Obviously, is better because of that. But sometimes when somebody's that anal about the product, the other aspects of the business suffer. Like, or at least the well-being of the employees.
That's what he has his wife for.
Right.
She handles.
She's a wonderful human being.
Yes.
Yeah,
one
we've
of the
met her a
nicest
couple
human
of
beings
times.
possible. And
Right.
that's why she probably does most of the one-on-one people interaction
Right.
stuff.
Okay.
Yes. Especially with the customers. Yes. Or I mean customers. I meant us retailers.
Cindy, is that her name?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cindy.
Cindy and Yvonne in the office, and they're awesome.
Cindy's actually godmothered one of my daughters.
Right. We've had that conversation.
Yes, great lady.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
It's very nice.
Since we're on the baptismal issue this morning, might as well
Once
throw
again.
that in.
Well, so now, do you rep Steve Saka's company just in certain regions?
Florida. Yeah.
Just in Florida.
State of Florida,
Okay.
right.
Okay. So you're the Florida rep.
I'm the rep in Florida.
Okay.
And I also represent JRE Tobacco.
Right, which we've had you on the show with, right? The
which was,
Aladino cigars?
a beautiful family as well. I have a lot of communication with him. He's just a great guy.
He's a very nice guy.
Yeah,
Christian's
nice
brother.
guy.
Christian Aroa's
Right.
brother.
Justo?
Great cigars, right. And Rainier Lorenzo, which is HVC cigars, made by Casa Hernandez, Aganorsa Tobacco. Excellent cigars as well. That's really kind of like a micro company. I also represent Lotus and Vertigo Lighters. Older brands that I've been working with is Quesada Cigars. I still represent Quesada Cigars.
Are they still around?
Oh, they are. Yeah.
I'm not kidding. Unfortunately, it's like they've had like zero presence all of a sudden.
And they just had a big
in the last year
turn up management wise,
the whole
right?
thing,
Like,
I don't even.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that I haven't really heard what the real scoop is. You know, there's certain things in this industry that have very impressed me, like over the years, have happened, and I've never really heard the real lowdown on what happened. And this is one of those things. It could be the second thing. In 30 years I've been doing this almost. It's the second thing where I really
couldn't figure it out.
X-Files?
Yeah.
No, sorry, I thought I heard something else in the background. I was trying to figure out.
It's the second time where I really don't know what the scoop is, right? So, but something just turned them upside down about a year and a half ago, and I don't know. They're just like non-existent.
You know, I think a little bit had to do with the Great White Hope, Terrence Riley.
I do hear something else.
Him leaving, you mean?
Yeah, him leaving.
Yeah, that
was
Terrence Riley leaving an organization, without a doubt, will have a negative impact, right? But I'm talking about what led to that happening, right? I mean, his family, there had to be some story, and it's just a well-kept secret.
It wasn't much of a secret.
Terrence will never tell you.
Well, I know the story, but since Terrence won't tell you, I won't either. And I also represent Regis Cigars.
Is it his phone?
Is that my phone?
It's his phone.
Sorry.
Man, you guys.
I'm like, what is going on?
You guys got good hearing.
We're radio guys.
That up.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's just one of those things. That
Continue, please.
Regis Cigars. They were in the top 25 last year.
He's an odd cookie.
He's what?
He's an odd cookie.
He is.
An odd
he's
cookie.
a lot. He is a lot of fun to hang out with.
He's a very odd cookie.
Yes, he's a lot of fun to hang out with. The cigars are great. And
what's his name? I don't know who that is.
Akil Kapachi.
Oh wait, yes, okay.
Yes.
We've talked about having Akil on the show possibly, but it just has never happened.
It would be an interesting show.
I would love to.
Yes, it would be. Yes,
He came one time out. Called me. I think Terrence first introduced me when they were distributing his brand, and the guy came out and had a 6-minute dialogue with me about product that I couldn't get, but he wanted to sell me, but he wasn't allowed to sell me, and it went back and forth, and I'm like, I was nauseated by the time he was done talking, and then he walked away, and I said to Terrence, I said, don't let him talk to anybody. Put him back in the booth, and if customers walk up, don't let him talk to anybody.
He makes a great cigar, but
nice guy, really nice guy. Yeah. Just an odd cookie.
Yeah.
Well, that's why companies like you exist, though, to be honest. I mean, because you can have these people that make the greatest cigar in the world, but if you don't know the connections, if you don't know how to sell product to people, if you don't know what retailers really want, you could go nowhere with it, right? I mean,
well, the problem,
it has a lot to do with the manufacturer. It has a lot to do with the manufacturer. There has to be a good story behind it. There has to be substance,
Right.
There are guys that make cigars, and for whatever reason, you wonder, how did that brand take off?
Right,
they're
right.
gimmicks and they're just different things. But there has to be substance. There has to be something behind it. Tatuaje Cigars. Tatuaje Cigars been around for years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised when I talk to someone and I say, "Have you ever heard of Tatuaje?" They go, "No, I've never heard." I'd love to hear that, because then I'll say, "Have you heard of my father's cigars?" And then I hate to hear, your dad makes cigars? No. No. And then I explain the relationship there, and then they go, really? Yeah, and these particular brands are made in Miami. Made in Miami. And there's one guy, for example, that makes the Kohonu 2003. There's one guy that makes that cigar all day, every day.
Well, there's one roller for every SKU rolled in Miami. So it's not just that size.
Yes.
Any SKU.
Oh, is that true? I did not know that.
The Tatuaje cigars are made here in Miami.
Right.
That roller is assigned that size.
Right.
That roller makes that size.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's hardly ever.
And now you know.
And now you know. That's right. And the cigar is fantastic. I love to recommend them. I love to work the humidor and bring people to it because, man, it's solid every time.
If we're on social media, we always get bogged down. And we just make the assumption that everybody kind of knows everything, right?
Right.
Which is one of the things I love about this show, because a lot of times I'll have a manufacturer on and they'll just say something and I'll have to stop because I realize
not everybody
somebody in the
knows
listenership
this.
may not know what he's talking about,
Right.
and I have to clarify what's going on. But, you know, Pete now lives in Florida, so hopefully we will get him. He loves the show. I know he listens to the show.
He's called in before.
I know, but now that he's in Florida, hopefully we'll get him on the show. We could talk more.
He came real close
right?
last night. Came real close. He just got in from Nicaragua when I wasn't.
Oh, you were trying to.
Yeah, I was trying to. Yeah.
That would have been a nice surprise.
That would have been
a
good
filler. A wonderful surprise.
Yeah, but he got in really late. And he was all banged up.
But he's got a couple projects in the news. I don't know if you know about them or you could talk about them. But I mean, the big thing that we're getting calls for about is the CQ2. What's the scoop behind that cigar?
Well, the CQ2 is a redux of the CQ1.
Did Half Wheel coin that phrase?
What redux?
Yeah.
No, movie theaters did. Isn't that a movie term? A film?
I saw it on Half Wheel first, but I mean, I didn't know if that was an original
It might have
word.
been no, I don't think it's an original.
It's like a general phrase, though, for
Redux?
something that's
I never heard it until I.
Yeah,
Half
people
Wheel.
say it in other industries.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear it anywhere else?
No.
Okay. No. Just thought it was me.
I just figured you wouldn't want to give Charlie the credit.
I just don't know. I mean, that's the first time I seen that word.
No, I've
being
heard
used.
redux before.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know anybody who pisses more people off than Charlie.
Why?
I don't know why.
is that?
I don't know, because he'll say their cigar tastes great, and it tastes like wet cement, and it tastes like the skin of a peach,
Well,
and
listen,
a rotten apple,
or a taco.
Well,
remember?
taco
I
meat.
get hints of taint.
I kind of think that Half Wheel is more a may in no.
Mark that down.
That's fine. Yeah.
I don't think that's one of the 7 words, but I don't think Half Wheel is made really for the end consumer. I think more industry people are watching or listening and reading Half Wheel than the
I'm
end
sure
consumers.
the industry people are watching it, but
That's
the
what I'm
nerds,
saying.
the nerds are all over
I
it.
think it's more of an industry, even though it doesn't want to be or try to be. I think it's more of an industry publication as opposed to a lot of the other guys out there, like Coop and Dojo and Cigar Obsession. I think those guys are more consumer audience than they are industry audience, right?
Right.
But so finish telling us about the CQ2.
So the CQ2 will be released May 24th. There's not a lot of information that I have on it.
Now it was originally a single store release.
It was original single store release in California.
And it will still, that store will still receive it, and there will be some accounts, such as some local accounts, that will receive it.
So this program that Pete had, that kind of where he made store exclusives, has kind of now become a hybrid, right? So like I think he's like re-releasing certain series, and then kind of I guess the stores that had house brands.
The store that had it, and then he'll separate some, and some will get sent to other stores.
I wonder, are there other stores, other guys who had store exclusives, so like they're all kind of like selling everybody's right.
Yeah, small group.
Yeah, so that'd be interesting to see.
Yeah,
but it's everybody's like the phones have been ringing off. I've already gotten emails. Oh, you getting that cigar? You getting that? I mean, it's crazy.
I had some guy that I met the other day. He goes, "Hey, I need 200 boxes."
200 boxes.
I looked at the phone. Not likely, pal.
Excuse me, who are you?
It was a retailer.
A guy who has a
phone.
He has a website, and he doesn't even have an account because we only do business with.
He doesn't even have a brick and mortar.
Yeah, he doesn't have a brick and mortar.
That's even awful, but it happens all the time in the industry. And we're up against the break. We're gonna have more with Pete, and we're also gonna talk to Brian Tonnesson from Florida Craft Distribution. Keep it lit.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
The Southeast #1 club of the year is Spearmint Rhino. Enjoy $5 lunch specials daily till 3 with the best view in town. Really hungry? Take a bite of their 16-ounce New York strip special, only $14.95. Available daily until 10 p.m. Spearmint Rhino, home of $10 Tuesdays all day and all night. And now Thursdays until 8 p.m. Dances are $10. Spearmint Rhino is South Florida's adult playground. Mention at the door, Honest Abe sent you for free entry. For more information, visit spearmintrhino.com.
Lights, camera,
action. Real Clips Barbershop brings you all that is good about old school barbershops in a new cinematic themed environment. Whether you need a traditional cut, fade, blowout, or even a straight razor hot towel shave, our master barbers will get you right. All while enjoying iconic scenes from some of your favorite movies, right from our video screens built into the mirrors. Visit realclipsbarbershop.com. That's real, R-E-E-L, clipsbarbershop.com for a location near you or to make an appointment. After one visit, we know you'll be back.
Keep it lit with KMA Talk Radio.
Cigar Fairy's making rounds.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
A brand more than 100 years in the making, Particulares was established in Havana, Cuba in 1895, operating as an elite factory that would later introduce the world to classic brands such as Byron, Particulares, and even Monte Cristo. Now, Sindicato Cigars is proud to bring this historic brand back to life, partnering with the legendary Topsa factory in Esteli, Nicaragua, to reimagine this Cuban classic as a modern-day Nicaraguan puro. Transport yourself to a bygone era of Cuban nostalgia with Particulares by Sindicato. For more information, visit Sindicato.com.
Hey, fools, how about a game of Cutthroat? It's your funeral. That's my kind of game. Arnold, I hope your pool playing is better than your choice of cigars. What do you mean? Wow, tough crowd. Here, try this Recluse cigar. You're going to need all the help you can get. Don't be stingy. Let me get one of those. Recluse. Wow, that's a good smoke. Now I can bring my A game. I think you should stick with that Recluse cigar and work on your B game, because you don't have an A game. And I know a little something about games. Boom. Ooh, that's cold.
Want to be in the know and lift your cigar game? Join the Monte Cristo Social Club and stay connected with the latest cigar news. Discover events near you and see what's trending. The Monte Cristo Social Club is the place to stay connected to get the inside scoop and feel like an industry insider. Members can look forward to exclusive members-only benefits, special discounts, and details on how to gain VIP access to some of the most extravagant cigar events. New members receive an exclusive gift just for signing up. The Monte Cristo Social Club. Get in the know.
Quality and value are always the two biggest determining factors for consumers when making buying decisions. Casa Bella by Sindicato Cigars offers superior flavor, quality construction, and an affordable everyday price. Completely handmade in the Dominican Republic, these value-priced, smooth yet flavorful cigars are comprised of Dominican and Nicaraguan filler tobaccos, and they're available in natural and Maduro wrappers. Visit SindicatoCigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer of Casa Bella cigars.
Lights, camera, action. Real Clips Barbershop brings you all that is good about old school barbershops in a new cinematic themed environment. Whether you need a traditional cut, fade, blowout, or even a straight razor hot towel shave, our master barbers will get you right. All while enjoying iconic scenes from some of your favorite movies, right from our video screens built into the mirrors. Visit realclipsbarbershop.com. That's real, R-E-E-L, clipsbarbershop.com for a location near you or to make an appointment. After one visit, we know you'll be back.
Hey, Kemosabe, Dan Blunt here for Alec Bradley Cigars. Do you really want to hear another cigar ad that talks about wrappers and fillers and binders and aging and ratings? Blah, blah, blah. Tell you what, pick up an Alec Bradley cigar. Smoke it. Enjoy it. Spend an hour with it, and you'll be one happy camper. That's all you need to know. We'll talk to you again real soon.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Insurance companies have a very unique business model that the general public doesn't understand. Insurance companies make profit only one way: taking in premiums and paying out less on claims than they take in premiums. In doing this, they oftentimes deny legitimate people with viable claims fair compensation.
We know accidents happen. They happen every day. The good thing about insurance is it helps people do the right thing when they've caused accidents. You know, if I cause an accident, the first thing I want to do is make sure the person is okay, the person's taken care of. The insurance gives us the ability to do the right thing. Unfortunately, the insurance company treats people like statistics instead of human beings. And that's why you need an experienced attorney to make sure the insurance company does the right thing.
Baker and Zimmerman, defending the injured. 800-866-LAWS.
Cigar enthusiasts, Did you know your personal freedom to enjoy a fine cigar is affected by some form of smoking ban in all 50 states? Additionally, taxation on premium cigars is at its highest level in history, with some states taxing at an astronomical rate of 75%. Finally, there's a solution. CRA, Cigar Rights of America, is the first and only nonprofit public advocacy association fighting for your freedom to enjoy a fine cigar. Don't just sit there. Become part of the solution. Become a CRA member today. Membership is only $35 a year. That's less than $3 a month. And as a special bonus, CRA will send you 2 limited edition cigars as a way to say thank you for joining. Visit cigarrights.org for more information and to become a member.
Follow the legend to Nicaragua. The Monte Cristo Nicaragua series is the latest addition to the extraordinary legacy of Monte Cristo. Blended in Nicaragua, the balance of this cigar is undeniable. And now it's been awarded a top 10 cigar of 2018 by Cigar Aficionado. This exquisite and complex 100 perfect puro uses only the best tobacco, combining body and flavor for a stellar appearance. A unique smoking experience that is now a top 10 cigar of the year. Monte Cristo, Nicaragua. 2 legends coming together to create one legendary cigar.
Since the dawn of time, the universe has been constantly evolving. Now experience the evolution of flavor. Sindicato cigars, available in Ecuadorian shade-grown Corojo and San Andres Marron wrappers, are beautifully crafted by master blender Arsenio Ramos. Using a double-leaf binder and meticulously box-pressed, Sindicato cigars provide the perfect draw to deliver the evolved flavors you won't soon forget. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer of Sindicato cigars.
Welcome back. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Welcome back to KMA Talk Radio. I'm Adam Brewmeister. We are here broadcasting live on this lovely 11th of May, in the year 2019. With me, of course, the effervescent Paul, the producer.
Wow, I get introduced first before Abe?
Well, he didn't have his headset on.
So
and
what,
he
I can
wasn't
still
ready.
talk and I can hear you.
I didn't know if you were ready.
It was an unnecessary audible.
Okay.
Just faith that I was ready.
Okay.
I get top billing now.
And of course, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Honest Abe.
Hello.
You'll never get top billing. You're not billed for...
Story of my life, man.
Yeah. Pretty much.
He doesn't get top billing in his own home.
Yes, I do.
He rates right below the cat.
Here, I don't have a cat.
My point. My point exactly. You rate below the non-existent cat.
I have 2 dogs, and they are definitely above
And
me.
he is not the king of his castle.
I'm the king of my castle.
No, you're not.
I love that soundbite. That's one of my favorites.
I really am, though. I'm leaning back like Adam did in that one show when he got real relaxed. I don't know how you do this. I gotta sit up and.
I gotta lean forward all the time.
Yeah, because I'm gonna fall asleep like that.
I found it funny as one of the many fans who are watching the show live said, "I wonder which store they're doing the show from." I kind of wish one of my stores could build a studio like this. And
I know if you had the space, it would be so cool.
He's on Facebook Live watching it. Listen, it's not that we. I mean, listen. Actually, some of my stores do have the space, right? What are you going to do with it the other 6 days a week?
Exactly.
The other 6 days and 22 hours a week.
You're in retail. If there's not money making space, then you're wasting
Rent it out.
Well, we could do that.
Yeah, so now I got a bunch of strange people coming in the shop every day doing shows.
How would that be any different?
Yeah. You know what?
He's got point taken from our special guest,
I gotta
Pete
tell you,
Hernandez.
that's what this industry breeds. A lot of guys that come in and medicate with cigars.
I was just gonna say. So
what a unique way to say it. They medicate
with cigars. I gotta tell you, this is
God, that
very
coffee is
unique,
terrible.
very unique group of guys. What do you drink at home?
I mean, I just made a coffee from the machine out here. Oh, dude, that can't be good.
I don't like Keurig.
Oh, no. Yeah. No more of that coffee. I think there's some pestilence in that.
Pestilence.
Yeah.
Pete, when you're traveling to different cigar shops all over the place, do you see those customers all the time that are there always?
Every store. Well, yes. Every store has their
certain
resident.
guys attract those kind of people, and Pete's one of them.
Yes.
Oh, why they come right up to you? Hey,
oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. And every store has the one-upper, the loud talker, the bullshitter, the, can we say no?
You can say it, but we have to cut it out for the broadcast.
Gotcha.
The BSer.
the BSer, the guy who's done it all, or the guy that knows the guy that's done it all. The guy, do not start a conversation. There's a guy that goes to one of the stores in Palm Beach Gardens, and you are not allowed to talk baseball or politics.
That is such bullcrap.
I'm telling you.
Baseball?
It's
the American pastime.
He is a Yankee fan to the death, and the last thing you want to do is bring up that subject because he will pin you to the wall.
Stop.
It just won't stop. Yeah, absolutely. But all in all, man, they're all great guys, and we're very fortunate to have them. Thank you guys for hermeticating with tobacco. All right, with cigars.
Well, and they have their brands. They know what they love, and they like guys like you because you kind of represent the thing that gives them.
And they make me feel like the brands that I have are the utmost, and what they smoke all the time. And occasionally they'll go ahead and they'll go, "Look, I smoke your cigar. I'm smoking one right now, a Perdomo," and I'm like,
"High five!"
Well, I mean, look. Here's the thing.
Two guys I get confused for the most: Billy Perdomo
I can
and
see
Abe
that.
Babna. Go.
They confuse you with Abe?
Yeah,
I'm like a foot taller than you.
And they'll tell me, "Dude, I haven't seen you in a long time. Are you going to all the other stores? How come you never stop in this store?" And I'm thinking, "Yeah, I'm not Abe." Oh.
But, listen to me. It's funny.
I guess I could see that a little bit.
It's funny. It really is, because I was just in West Palm the other day, and look, honestly, I ran my company for many, many years where I knew the first name of every single person who walked through the door. It's kind of what built my business, right? Mm-hmm. Now with 10 locations or so, it's not that easy to know, and of course you get more in the back end of the business, so you don't see it. So I don't know a lot of my clientele, and everybody has that same assumption, like when they see me, like, oh, they've known me for years. So puts me in a little weird position sometimes, right?
Hey, you! How you doing, guy?
How you been?
Good
Anyways,
to see you.
There was a guy, but a lot of people haven't met me face to face yet who patronize my businesses, right?
Right.
Because I don't go to all the locations on a regular basis. So what's funny is I was in West Palm, and I have in every store I kind of have my place where I like to sit. So in West Palm, it's at the end of the bar in the corner. That's where I sit. If I'm going there hanging, I got to do some work, or I'm waiting for a meeting, I sit in that spot. So I guess there's another patron who comes in there.
Oh, and that's his spot?
That's his spot,
no.
right? Or it's the next seat over, but either way, it's in the same vicinity, right?
Right.
So it's like you got 12 seats at the bar, and 2 of you only want to occupy.
There's more than 12.
Right.
Yeah. On that bar, there's more than 12. So he's sitting there, and he's probably 180 pounds lighter than me.
Okay.
He's got a goatee, not even a full beard.
Okay.
But he's bald and whatever. And he says he constantly gets confused that people think it's me sitting there. They walk up to him all the time. And he's not even close, really. Not even close. Other than being bald, that could be the only thing we had in common.
Well, that was like Lou last week when I wasn't here. He said that when he would go to the Whippany store, when running JR, people would come up to him and be like, "Hey, I know Lou Rothman." He's like, "Oh yeah, I know him too. He's a good guy."
Yeah, the difference with Lou though is Lou never really marketed himself.
Right, your face is everywhere.
I plaster my face on everything,
Yeah.
right? My staff even made a cartoon image of persona of me, So I mean, and then every Hot Weekly deal. I mean, this week is the inner mother. Your inner mother.
On a blonde mom's
literally.
body.
Listen, I think if I was shaved, I look pretty good. Take that beard off. It's not the worst looking female, right?
Dude.
Listen, it gave Skip. It gave Skip some. What do you say? He got some MILF vibes.
Wow! Oh, I didn't see that comment.
Yeah, Skip made
so
a
is he
comment.
coming on the show?
Anybody
or
else
what?
getting MILF?
Skip?
Anybody else getting MILF vibes?
No, I feel like I can't unsee that.
Not touching that with a 10-foot pole. Not getting anywhere near that. Staying away.
But
backing off.
It's one of those things.
It is a unique industry.
Unique
for sure.
Unique people. Do you ever? Well, what other brands? What other projects you got coming up that are? I mean, IPCPR. There's got to be a lot of neat things up ahead.
I haven't gotten all the information, but I can tell you a little bit about the CQ2.
Oh yeah.
It was a private label. It was made for Mission Smoke Shop, Mission Pipe Shop up in San Jose, California, and it was done 2013. So this is something that. This is something that's being released now, May 25th, and I'm looking forward to it. It's got a nice Sumatra wrapper. It's a 5 3/4 by 5 3/4 by 52, and I'm looking forward to it. That's a great size.
Any other projects or stuff that you're excited about? Because one thing people forget is even though you're out there selling it, you are a cigar fan, right?
Oh, absolutely.
You're enjoying cigars.
I'm a huge fan.
In fact,
absolutely.
Just look at his Instagram.
Well, there's been limited releases made by companies that he represents that he'll come to me and says, can I buy one?
Can I?
Yeah, I mean literally,
Can I get
because he wants one.
Yeah, absolutely. We JRE just released their Connecticut cigar, and I got to tell you, man, I'm really a big fan of these cigars. I'm not a big fan of the Connecticut as much. It's not my,
I always call Connecticut cigars the sweet and sour chicken of the cigar industry,
yes,
right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, if you had to poll Chinese restaurants across the country,
right.
Sweet and sour chicken is probably the number one
seller.
order dish.
Right.
No one's ever talking about sweet and sour chicken,
never
right?
order it. Never.
Yeah, no one even talks about it. No one says, "Oh man, I just had the best they have the best sweet and sour chicken." It's like, you don't talk about it. It's nothing exciting. So,
but this is an exciting cigar. It's got the authentic corojo in it. It's got a beautiful Connecticut wrapper, and I've enjoyed it. It's actually really nice and creamy and just a great Connecticut cigar. My favorite that they make is the Corojo, which is the standard Julio Iroa Corojo. If you haven't had it, you're in for a treat. Nobody else grows that. And he's got the okay, so this is the coolest thing, I think. So the cigar is made all from one plant. The Corojo, their cigar is all wrapper, binder, filler, all from one plant. So the regular one, the one you see everywhere, it's from the middle of the plant down. Then they released this Corojo Reserve, which is from the middle of the plant up, and the wrapper leaf is the Corona leaf.
The top,
yeah,
right.
The top, which you never see that anywhere. And it's so strong, but so smooth, so rich. The tobacco's aged 6 to 8 years, and you wonder. But someone tells me they've got tobacco that they haven't used in 6 to 8 years. I think, what was wrong with it? There had to have been something wrong with it.
Lou Rothman said that many times.
Did he really?
If someone hasn't used tobacco for like 20 years, we found it's because there was a reason.
There was
a reason nobody wanted that.
We sat on that for a little while. Just no reason.
Yeah.
So that was that's right now something I'm smoking a lot of. I'm really looking forward to not to change, but to change. I'm really looking forward to this Trumfador that Tatuaje is coming out with.
That was it's a Redux.
Yes, it's a 4x40. No, actually, it's not a Redux. It's a 4x40. It's a new size of the Trumfador, the original Trumfador, which has a broadleaf wrapper. Nice.
Now you see the original Trumfador. Was there another version?
There was another version that used the broadleaf, but it wasn't quite the dark broadleaf.
Okay.
And it was the wrapper and a great smoke also, but the original is a dark broadleaf Lancero.
Which kind of created a lot of when it was first coming out.
Absolutely.
For those that can remember it.
It's still a great smoke. A lot of guys think it's off the price sheet, but it's definitely available. And it's still one of my favorites, Lanceros. And, we talked about that Lancero market.
The unicorn market.
The unicorn market.
They're out there somewhere.
Right.
That's an X-file, right?
Right.
Very much so.
I think, who's the one guy who's got like the whole Lancero?
Jorge from H-Town.
Yeah, H-Town. I think he has like cornered the whole American Lancero market.
He is probably the
They're
biggest,
all buying from his store.
He is the only guy in the
But
country.
you guys like Lanceros.
Lanceros, Corona Gordas, Corona. It just seems to be my it's really because it went completely opposite. I was very much a Toro, Churchill, Robusto, even got into the fatter ring gauges, 54, 56. And in the last 6-7 years, it's just all going towards that Corona Extra.
That's what I always smoke a Corona. It
Um,
seems to be the perfect size for me.
I honestly just find I get more flavor and taste out of what I'm trying to. It's like a more concentrated version of a cigar, right? I mean, that's.
Is what so Jim Colucci told us that, or he said to me privately, not us on the air, but Jim Colucci said to me that the baseline for any cigar is the Corona. Like that's what it's supposed to taste like, and then everything else is altered based on that. Is there any truth to that?
You should ask somebody who actually makes cigars for a living.
Oh, well.
And that would be a good question to ask.
Well, I figured Pete might have an idea.
I think it's a Robusto.
I would say that for when there's actually manufacturers in the room. Otherwise, it would be a brilliant question.
I'm sure there are manufacturers listening. I wish someone would chime in and let us know what they think.
Right.
But I think it also varies from factory to factory, too.
Yeah.
Well, I think I was going to say, I think that could be his opinion. I'm not sure if every manufacturer is following that format, because I hear so many different theories, right? I hear that they never taste blends in the foreign country. Did you ever hear this one?
Never.
You never heard this one? This one's very popular.
Yeah.
When they're doing tasting of blends and how the blends are coming out, when they sit in either Honduras or Nicaragua or Dominican, they're smoking the cigars. A lot of companies, a lot of manufacturers won't do that anymore.
Right, they ship it to the United States
because they
first
say
because it
something
changes.
happens in the transit of the shipping that changes the flavor, and they swear when they have the meetings here in the U.S., the cigars don't taste the same.
Well,
so now they do that.
That makes sense.
You never heard this?
I think, now that you mention it,
Yeah, I mean, so there's a lot of.
I don't believe that.
Listen, I think there's a lot of urban legend. There's a lot of superstition. There's probably a lot of, but whatever works, right? Whatever works at the end of the day to make a good
if you have a
cigar.
good product, I mean.
Very nice. It's been a wonderful discussion, Pete. Thanks for being here. We're going to have Brian Tonnesson from
Wow, show went
from
fast.
Florida Craft Distribution. When we come back, keep it lit.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Hey, Kemosabe. Dan Blunt here for Alec Bradley Cigars. Do you really want to hear another cigar ad that talks about wrappers and fillers and binders and aging and ratings? Blah, blah, blah. Tell you what, pick up an Alec Bradley cigar. Smoke it. Enjoy it. Spend an hour with it, and you'll be one happy camper. That's all you need to know. We'll talk to you again real soon.
Plasencia Cigars has been one of the world's leading growers of first-class tobacco since 1865. Today, Nestor Plasencia Sr., together with the fifth generation of the Plasencia family, continue the legacy. With over 3,000 acres of quality tobacco fields, they are makers of quality cigars, including Alma Fuerte, ranked among the top 10 cigars in major publications. Find them in your local premium tobacconist stores around the country. Plasencia Cigars, perfected for more than 150 years. Yours to enjoy now.
Hello, this is Glenn Case, owner of Christoph Cigars. There's nothing more important to me than family. That's why I treasure the moments with my wife Terry and our son Christopher, aka Christoph. When we have those rare moments to talk about life, there's nothing better than smoking Christoph to enhance our time together. For Terry, it's our Christoph Sweet Tip Cuban selection. For Chris, our Sumatra. And for me, our original Maduro. Enhance your family time with Christoph Cigars.
Ventura Cigar Company is a boutique cigar brand born in sunny Southern California. Ventura Cigar Company is on a mission to create memorable, complex cigar blends that excite the senses and reward discriminating palates. Experience the Cigar Aficionado number 13 Cigar of the Year, the Archetype Axis Mundi. Rise up, step up, look up, fire up, and leave compromise behind with Ventura Cigar Company. Check them out online at venturacigar.com.
Make your next bold journey an epic one. When it comes to cigars, only one brand delivers intense, unforgettable experiences. Camacho. In continuing this fearless tradition, Camacho brings you the newest addition to its arsenal of badass. The new Camacho BXP. Intense, box-pressed, and crafted with rugged American broadleaf fillers from Pennsylvania. Available in Connecticut, Corojo, and Ecuador. Outfit your next bold journey with the new Camacho BXP.
Want to be in the know and lift your cigar game? Join the Monte Cristo Social Club and stay connected with the latest cigar news. Discover events near you and see what's trending. The Monte Cristo Social Club is a place to stay connected to get the inside scoop and feel like an industry insider. Members can look forward to exclusive members-only benefits, special discounts, and details on how to gain VIP access to some of the most extravagant cigar events. New members receive an exclusive gift just for signing up. The Monte Cristo Social Club. Get in the know.
Since their humble beginnings in 1998, Drew Estate has believed that the production floor is the crossroads between art and passion, and where the real magic takes place. Drew Estate Master Blender Willie Herrera has crafted a unique medium-bodied line extension that is creamy, lush, and ultra-smooth, and finished off with a flawless shade wrapper that delivers satisfaction in spades. Continuing the story from their factory floor, it is with great bravado that the Drew Estate presents Under Crown Shade, a true Drew experience.
Bold and complex. That is the new Romeo San Andres by Romeo Julieta. Using the very best San Andres wrapper leaf available in the market, Rafael Nadal and AJ Hernandez collaborated together to create a new standard among San Andres cigars. Medium to full-bodied, this cigar is bountiful in both flavor and aroma. Available nationally for the first time, Romeo San Andres is a cigar you do not want to miss. Make sure to get one today at your local tobacconist. Romeo San Andres by Romeo Julieta.
Welcome back. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Beer, I'm going for a beer. Beer. I'm gonna drink some beer. I like drinking.
Welcome back to KMA Talk Radio. I am Adam King, the brewmaster. With me, of course, Honest Abe and Paul, the producer.
Hey.
Colin's just killing it on the music selection. Well done. And,
I don't even know who or what this is, but it's awesome.
I'm going to have to find it. No idea? Just found it in the archive?
They have So Colin loves working here because iHeartRadio has the greatest music library of all time.
So, and yes, we are now joined by...
well, I mean, compared to where we came from.
Happy Saturday,
it would be
everybody.
very hard to go downward, wouldn't it?
From,
Great success!
Brian from Florida Craft Distribution is here. Brian, thank you for being here today.
Guys, thank you for having me, and thank you for giving me an opportunity to wake up and recover from yesterday's beer fest. Oh, my God.
You were down in Delray all day.
Delray, the thing is, I love Friday Beer Fest because they're not Saturday Beer Fest. The problem is, when you wake up Saturday morning, it's a nightmare. Your back hurts, your knees hurt. You've been laying around kegs for 7 hours, and now I get to drink beer with you guys. This is an upgrade.
I have to say, you look like a beer guy.
It's the beard and the body weight,
Is
man.
that what it is?
That's it.
I mean, if he was a South Park character, right? He looks like a South Park character. He'd be like the beer dude.
Pretty much.
You're like the beer dude, without doubt.
Yeah. But that's what I want my beer guy to look like, to be honest.
Listen to me. He looks like a beer dude.
When they give me these skinny bearded guys that are like $1.05, and they're like, "Here's the great thing about this beer," I'm like, "You don't know what you're talking about."
It's like that guy never drank a beer in his life. This didn't happen overnight, man.
Doesn't
This didn't happen. This is a lifestyle.
Where are you from?
So I'm a native New Yorker, but I've been living in Boynton Beach for the last 15 some odd years.
Where from New York?
Putnam County, New York.
Oh, well. So upstate.
He knows your cousin's sister.
Pretty much.
No, he's an upstate boy.
Well, here's the thing. I can just say Westchester because it gets way too deep once you start saying it's in the Hamlet of Carmel and Mahopac, New York. No, I just say Westchester. That's what people know. Yeah.
I know the whole area.
That's
very cool, man.
Very rock and roll. So, you were pleasure enough to bring in some beer today.
Yeah.
And what is it that we are starting with?
And I just want to clarify that this is local beer.
So the beers that we're featuring today
It's all local beer.
are, I believe, in my opinion, these are the hidden gems of Palm Beach County. Today we have beers from Nobo Brewing Company out of Boynton Beach. We have Devour Brewing Company out of Boynton Beach. And we have Prosperity Brewers out of Boca Raton. These are really small breweries.
So our listeners in other parts of the country are never going to get these beers.
Well, you know what? If they come to South Florida, which most of them do, these are great tap rooms to waste an hour.
Especially the people in the Northeast. They're down here 6 months out of the year. So.
Right.
In fact, Florida, there was an article, Florida is like the #1 place now New Yorkers are retiring or moving
I
to.
found that 60% of the people I meet here, doing crazy, quick math, 60% of the people here are from the New York tri-state area that I meet here.
It's a lot.
It's insane.
When you go to the other coast, it's more Midwest.
Yes. There's a lot of Ohio in Tampa
Illinois,
area.
Chicago.
Yep.
That's more Midwest.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, back to the important thing.
Yes. Which one are we drinking here?
We are starting with Nobo Brewing Company's. The name of this beer is going to reflect some Blink-182 memories. It's called What's My Haze Again?
Okay.
So one of the more popular styles in the United States now, 60% of all craft beer sold in the United States is IPA. And
it's mind-boggling.
Right.
It's the one I like the least.
Because it's too bitter for you, or
yeah. Adam made the Brewmeister. His Brewmeister's Private Reserve is now in a couple smoking locations.
It's awesome.
That he went down and made, and it's a double IPA.
Yep. 9.3.
Yeah. But here's the segment of the IPA segment, if you wanna call it that. This is a New England IPA. They have a tendency to be significantly less bitter. They have a tendency to be a little bit more bright, juicy.
It is less bitter.
It's like grapefruity too.
Right.
It's very citrusy.
And the reason why they call it What's My Haze Again, they're not filtering out any sort of the yeast particles. They're adding some wheat malt to give it a little bit more grist. It's a clean, easy drinking beer that you would have no idea
that grapefruit in there.
It comes from the hop.
Yeah, the combination of the hops. It's a little bit of citrus and some the 3 C's of that.
I'm gonna guess it's a lot of Citra.
I want to get a picture at how hazy the beer is, though. So.
Oh no, it's very hazy.
Yeah, well, that's the New England style of the IPA. Yeah. New England style IPAs are never filtered. They're always going to have a bigger characteristic of that yeast that they put into that, and that's what you get on the front end there, where you get that full yeast character.
And what's crazy is for years people always said, you drink a beer with your eyes before you ever put it to your mouth.
I think you do that with women too.
Damn real. Wow. Hey-o, nailed it.
I say that out loud.
But that narrative completely. If you look at these from a bar, there's big chunks of yeast and all sorts of stuff floating in there, and people are gobbling them up.
Is this the actual packaging, or is this a bottle you just put it in?
So Nobo is draft only. The size of their brew house, they're brewing 3 to 5 barrels at a time, and they're only able to keg their beer. But they do some pretty wicked stuff over there. I mean, they have a beer called Honey Jalapeno
Which is great,
Blonde.
and we're gonna have to cut you off. And we're gonna get back to that, and we're gonna have more beer and more with Brian when we come back.
Awesome.
Here on KMA Talk Radio, keep it lit.
Well, that calls for a beer.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's me.
Hey, Kimasabi. Dan Blunt here for Alec Bradley Cigars. Do you really want to hear another cigar ad that talks about wrappers and fillers and binders and aging and ratings? Blah, blah, blah. Tell you what, pick up an Alec Bradley cigar. Smoke it. Enjoy it. Spend an hour with it, and you'll be one happy camper. That's all you need to know. We'll talk to you again real soon.
Toscano cigars have been pleasing the palates of cigar enthusiasts for centuries. What began as an accident is now a unique and delicious smoking experience passed down through generations. Whether you're a full-bodied cigar lover who appreciates the power of our Toscano Original, hand-rolled in our factory of Lucha, or someone who prefers a light, smooth cigar in our Toscano Classico, you become part of a Toscano experience, a unique smoke with 200 years of history and tradition.
Cigar enthusiasts, did you know your personal freedom to enjoy a fine cigar is affected by some form of smoking ban in all 50 states? Additionally, taxation on premium cigars is at its highest level in history, with some states taxing at an astronomical rate of 75%. Finally, there's a solution. CRA, Cigar Rights of America, is the first and only nonprofit public advocacy association fighting for your freedom to enjoy a fine cigar. Don't just sit there. Become part of the solution. Become a CRA member today. Membership is only $35 a year. That's less than $3 a month. And as a special bonus, CRA will send you 2 limited edition cigars as a way to say thank you for joining. Visit cigarrights.org for more information and to become a member.
The makers of some of the most affordable yet highest rated premium cigars available. For 7 straight years, Cigar Aficionado has rated Oliva as one of the best cigars of the year. And Oliva has a cigar for all smokers, from the newly released Gilberto Oliva Reserva to the bold and rich Oliva Serie V. Oliva cigars can be found at a tobacconist near you, so always ask for Oliva. An unbeatable value and uncompromising quality. The Oliva family of cigars.
A brand more than 100 years in the making, Particulares was established in Havana, Cuba in 1895, operating as an elite factory that would later introduce the world to classic brands such as Byron, Particulares, and even Monte Cristo. Now, Sindicato Cigars is proud to bring this historic brand back to life, partnering with the legendary Topsa factory in Esteli, Nicaragua, to reimagine this Cuban classic as a modern-day Nicaraguan puro. Transport yourself to a bygone era of Cuban nostalgia with Particulares by Sindicato. For more information, visit sindicato.com.
Monitor 3 humidors at once from one simple device. Caring for your cigars is easy with the new PuroTemp wireless hygrometer from Zycar. You now have the ability to monitor the humidity and temperature in 3 humidors without even having to open them. Ensure protection by setting simple alerts that will warn you when your cigars are not in the optimal environment. Like everything Zycar, this is backed by their lifetime warranty. Stop by your local tobacconist to purchase yours today. Zycar, for life.
To affinity and beyond. That is where Affinity Cigars will take you. These mild to medium cigars use only the finest select high-grade Ecuadorian Connecticut tobacco, creating a cigar that delivers a smooth, rich, creamy smoke with the gentleness of a mother's touch. Affinity Cigars have become America's go-to cigar for that flavorful yet unintimidating smoking experience. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer.
Welcome back. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Well, welcome back to KMA Talk Radio. I'm Adam K, the brewmeister, with me, of course, Mr. Honest Abe, Paul, the producer.
Hi.
And we are here with Brian from Florida Craft Distribution. And, well, we're drinking beer, and what could be better than that?
Before we get into it, I just want to give Coop his plug because he's not calling in today. So check out cigar-coop.com for all the latest news.
There's a couple of interesting stories out there this week.
I heard Cornelius and Anthony is...
Yeah. They fired Courtney
they crapped the bed, huh?
Yeah, and Anthony.
They did not announce they fired. They said that they are moving on.
They fired.
That's just a nice way of saying it.
I mean, we loved Courtney. She was really cool last time we had her
either
on the
way,
air.
I think the company's done, though, right?
No, the company's sticking around. But the other thing they did is a month ago they sold their cigarette brands.
Yes.
And they ceased creation of the distribution in the Carolinas of the cigarette brand.
But I heard people were trying to place orders. They weren't even taking orders.
Well, maybe because of the shakeup. I mean, who was Todd? Todd was another sales rep? Or?
Todd was the vice president of something or national sales guy.
Okay.
And then Courtney was doing whatever.
Well, if you hit the scoop with Coop, you'll get all the details.
Yeah, he's got those on there.
With Cigar Coop.
Yeah, it was
on
an interesting story
KMA
that came out
Talk
yesterday,
Radio.
All right, let's talk about this Kool-Aid now.
Yes. So what we have in front of us is Purple Ink.
So this is Purple Ink because we cannot call it Purple Drink from Devour Brewing Company. This beer
It does look purple.
What if you called it Purple Drank? Because that's what we called it as kids.
So there's a brewery out in Tampa that made a very similar beer, called it that, and then had to change the name.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
there's a lot of people protecting this purple drink and orange drink stuff.
It's classic. I got to get this on the camera because it literally looks like purple.
It does
Kool-Aid.
look purple.
So this made its debut last night at the Delray Beer Fest.
It made its debut last night.
Yep. So
and we're drinking it today on
We're
KMA.
drinking it today.
See that?
That's pretty cool.
So this is a great indication of what Devour's tap room will have available to you if you decide to visit. But this beer basically tastes like purple Kool-Aid, and it's all of.
It really does.
It's like a sour purple Kool-Aid.
Right.
Like it's sweet and then it hits you with that back end sour. And and the first taste I wasn't sure about, but now as I'm sipping it, it's actually growing on me.
Kool-Aid by nature is sour. It's all the sugar that tames it down.
It's
so.
like they started with the base of what it would be a sour, or like if they made it a little bigger, would be a barrel-aged sour kind of a beer.
How did they
is
make
what they
it
were
purple?
going.
It's all treatment post fermentation. So they brew a beer base. So this particular case, it's a blonde ale. Blonde ale, once it's done fermenting, they'll add all the ingredients, let it sit, let it settle, let it come up to carbonation, get to final gravity, and then you got this.
Nice.
So do they add color to it, or is it the grape essence or whatever?
It's Kool-Aid.
It is the blend of puree that Chip, the brewer at Devour, put in his beer at the end.
Because it tastes like it doesn't taste like fake grape flavor. It tastes like real grape flavor, like Welch's grape
Well,
juice
yeah.
got
Once
poured
again,
in there.
that's the puree.
Because Welch's grape juice is real grape flavor.
I love it.
What you're going to find from a lot of these small breweries is that, using larger adjuncts is not really their game. They have access.
Excuse me, larger what?
Adjuncts. So
Using beer
sugars,
terms.
crap. They're not going to use
fodder.
They're not going to use like essences or any sort of
fillers.
We're not saying that certain breweries within the county actually use. Not that I'm going to call anybody out that I don't like.
Right, correct. I'm trying not to.
You and I both know who I'm talking about.
We know exactly what we're talking about.
Okay,
but
I don't. But
this is this beer brotherhood that we're not.
Yeah,
involved
geez,
in.
you guys have a weird. Adam's never taken to another person like this ever.
Hold on, listen.
Except for Matt Booth.
I need. Hold on, I need to ask Brian a question because I got to get his status right. So how do you feel? How do you feel about the guys who gather at Whole Foods to have a beer?
So I have no problems with that at all. I think it's the coolest thing in the world. So my dad.
Are you looking for a roommate at all? Because Adam might be.
No. Here's the thing. This is a new phenomenon.
Because I find it odd.
So here's the thing.
I find it very
is not
strange.
odd in the rest of the country. I took a vacation to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Okay, listen to me.
Yeah.
I think it's odd no matter where it happens.
but here's.
I don't really care what part of the country. Now you gotta understand because it's popular.
Right.
Doesn't mean it's not odd to me.
I know.
It's
Yeah.
without a doubt popular because every time I go to a Whole Foods, there they are and they're hanging out in the Whole Foods and they're having a beer and they're talking like they're at a bar.
So Lucky's Market offers you $2 beers and $2 pizzas, and you can have a pizza and a beer while you're shopping.
Huh.
But there's a place in South Carolina
Listen,
where
I can
on
get
Thursday,
a taco at a car wash. It doesn't mean that's where I go for a taco.
You're gonna get
when
some
I want a street taco.
but you're gonna get a low quality taco at a car wash.
Yeah, they got-
I'm just saying.
They got sushi at Publix. Doesn't mean I'm eating it.
You can get a highly rated beer at a Whole Foods while you shop for really expensive brisket.
You don't think getting sushi at Publix is like an act of desperation?
If they're Publix making the sushi, I'm all about it. If it's a weird spot where they just have it piled up, forget it, partner.
No,
It ain't happening.
there's a guy in Publix who makes it every day.
Yeah, and if that guy's there, I'll buy it there.
And he's typically Asian.
Typically.
Not that I'm saying anything,
I
but,
mean,
he's-
you got.
Great episode.
It's again, it goes back to that beer guy discussion. Do you want to buy your sushi from an Asian guy, or or do you want to buy beer from a big fat dude with a beard?
I just find the whole gathering and drinking at a Whole Foods or any chain, grocery store chain, to act like the bar scene is just odd.
But the thing is,
I'd want to go to a bar.
And he doesn't shop there. He's not there to shop.
Yeah,
he
he's
just
not there
goes to the
getting a
bar.
beer.
Sometimes Whole Foods gets access to really great beers.
All right.
I mean,
There you
it's
have it.
insane. But
Yes, they do.
We're the minority, Paul.
I guess so.
We're the
no,
minority.
it is.
You guys aren't beer guys.
Well, look, if it didn't work, they wouldn't put cup holders in the shopping carts. Let's just put it that way.
Hey, listen, I get sell a lot of bong material in my shop. It doesn't mean I'm going to do it, you know? I mean, it's just,
So that grape one is from Devour.
Devour
That's
Brewing
in Boynton
Company.
Beach as well.
Yep. I actually did a guest bartending spot there a couple nights ago, and he's got some stellar beers on tap right now. He's going to continue to have stellar beers on tap.
And the interesting thing about Devour, which a lot of people probably don't know, is they do a lot of one-off, very crazy beer that...
He makes a beer called Cinnamilk.
Yeah.
And And instead of, like, grain that you would make beer with, he uses Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Yeah, straight up.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Now you know.
Yeah, he does a lot of experimental...
Would that be an adjunct?
No, that would be raw ingredients.
Oh, really?
Versus using like a sugary syrup that tastes like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Right, he's not using a flavoring.
Because the Cinnamon Toast Crunch doesn't have a lot of weird ingredients in it. That's an all-natural product. I'm just saying.
He gets it at Whole Foods while he has a beer.
Ooh, nice callback. So what other beers do you have for us?
So the last one we have today is from another little hidden gem in Palm Beach County, and this is Prosperity Brewers Anniversary Beer. It's called Ain't That a Peach? It's a strong ale, a Belgian strong ale, aged on herbal tea with peaches.
So what's the difference between a Belgian strong ale and, say, like we've had, the guys from Barrel of Monks and other breweries here that have the triples and the quads. Is this, in theory, stronger, or what? Or is it a completely different type of beer?
So, I mean, think of like a Belgian golden ale. Think of like a Duvel, just with significantly more malt to add more alcohol. So you have basically a 9% beer versus a 5% beer.
I like it.
It's not a Belgian triple because of the yeast variety used or what have you, and it's not, classified as a double. It's just your basic strong ale. They don't know, there's no term for it other than that.
Now, this isn't making a statement about the beer other than just saying what I'm smelling, but it definitely smells almost like Swiss cheese to me.
And that's going to be indicative of a lot of Belgian beers. You're going to get like that. Aromatics don't always match up what it tastes like. And that is so weird. A lot of times what you smell is what you taste. But with beer, and a lot of...
I taste what I smell, but it's not Swiss cheese.
Yeah, I don't know where you're getting that.
Yeah, I don't know where you're getting Swiss cheese from. I'm tasting
Hey man,
exactly...
it's art with a different medium. What he interprets is what he interprets.
I mean...
I'm smelling
I
Swiss
wouldn't
cheese.
say it's peachy, but it's fruity.
Right.
It's fruity, but not peachy.
Well, it's aged on that tea with the peaches, so it's more herbal and a little bit more effervescent, and that peach is
This
more
is
of a
not the
secondary.
most complex beers I've drank. I mean, these are really complex beers.
Well, the one thing I will say about this, just from the aroma automatically, it definitely has a Belgian yeast characteristic from a classic Belgian yeast, and you definitely are getting that out of it.
You mean Swiss cheese flavor?
No, it is not that whatsoever.
It smells like Swiss cheese. It smells like fermentation.
It smells like a Belgian.
Not in a bad way.
I know, but I don't get Swiss cheese.
My
It
wife's
smells
a
like a
certified
Belgian
sommelier.
strong ale,
I have a good palate.
Oh, so you by association have some kind of...
Yeah, that's why I married her.
Get out of here.
I didn't know that was transmitted, man.
I did not know that your palate could be transferred via osmosis.
I like this, but Belgian ales are dangerous for me because what's the ABV on this?
That's a 9.2.
Right. So you can't tell that you're drinking that.
I'll just tell you this: you're not drinking these while you're watching baseball. Just put it that way. You're not going to make it past the third inning.
Right. Right.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
Wow.
But
no, but again, Prosperity's tap room again is
and they're in Boca.
They're in Boca Raton, right by FAU. They've got some really funny beers too, but they specialize in classic beer styles. So I mean, if you want to get one of the best English pub ales, which is basically an amber ale, earthy and grassy, they have a beer called Publand. It's phenomenal. Typically, they have 10, 12 beers on tap. Just had their anniversary party, so they still got some really great beers available too.
I'm just going to go on a limb and say you drink beer every day.
Not every day. Just the days that end in Y. Oh, no. Not every day, but, it's my job. It's kind of like, Alex Rodriguez, I know you swing a bat,
Right. So what day?
You didn't hit every day.
What would it be a day where you wouldn't get to drinking a beer?
So, and this is...
Like when you got jury duty?
Dude, that's when you drink more. I had that about 2 weeks ago. I wanted to smash my face with a hammer. It was, oh, God, like 12 hours. And, not to criticize the system, but there are some people who turn that into a get to know you. Leave me alone.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Listen,
that is not somewhere where I want to meet people.
I always love the saying that the system is going to be based on the 9 people who weren't smart enough to get out of jury duty. Right? Those are the guys we're going to put on the stand and decide a case.
They try to get you every time, too. They're like, so you're saying you will or you won't abide by the law? I'm like, you're a judge, and I have a hard time telling you I'm not going to abide by the law.
You just tell them, look, if I could put on my foil hat while I'm listening, I will be honest and do all the right things, Your Honor.
I can't give you my credit card number over the phone because the Chinese are listening.
Yes.
No, Your Honor, I'd be really great for the
don't
jury.
think you'd have to stretch too far not to make jury duty.
I actually got jury duty.
Really?
Yeah.
And you got selected for a jury?
No, I actually, I'm out of town because it's next week.
Oh, and that got you out of it?
I'm out of town.
If you've already
no. Well, here's the thing.
If you've already booked trips.
No, you have.
But he's back in the system. He'll be coming right back up.
But here's the thing: you postpone, and then you get federal jury duty, and then I postponed.
Gotta go to Miami.
One time, and I got a letter in the mail every 2.5 years. Every single time, right on the date.
I just never get.
Oh, I get it all the
I never
time.
get the envelope.
They always kick me out though because I used to always say I'm in the entertainment industry. They never wanted me there.
I just never get the envelope.
That's what happened to me.
Never shown up.
Must have gotten lost in the mail.
That's what happened to me too. And I was out of town.
But that's funny, jury duty.
Well, just to specify, a lot of these tap rooms open up Wednesday through. So I put my mobile office in a Devour, in a Nobo, in a Prosperity before I actually go out and work the market and have some fun. These are some of the best people in the county. Beer people are the best. They really are.
Is there a breathalyzer in your car?
No, there is not.
So you never just got to say, man, I've been working really hard, and I better check before I hit the road.
I've got an open-ended expense account, and Uber loves me. So
that's great.
Yeah.
It seems like a dream job. Some of the guys we
If you're a
talked to.
beer guy, yeah.
Well, here's the thing. There's the cool parts about it. Like the beer fest. I get to hang out with you dudes and drink beer on the radio. What you don't see is the weird stuff of people complaining. It's like, I got a keg, but it doesn't feel filled. It's filled. No, it's not. And you've got to sit there and weigh kegs on a scale to let them know, yes, you have a full keg.
Every industry.
Yeah, there's perks to the gig which are far well and beyond any other gig that any normal guy could have.
The flow out of this keg just doesn't seem to be right.
You have, oh my God. And then,
I can imagine.
Then, you go to a place, they'll have a root beer hooked up to a draft line. And going, this IPA tastes a lot like root beer. I'm like,
wow.
Dude.
Really?
Come on, man.
Come on. And then, and that's usually 11 o'clock at night call.
Oh, wow.
It's right when you're starting to settle in and just let the beer hit you. It's like, all right, it looks like I gotta go clean out a line at 11 o'clock at night.
Wow.
Yeah. And root beer doesn't come out easy, so you're going to be there for a minute.
That sticks to everything.
How do you get it out? Just got to run a lot of beer?
Caustic cleaner. So I go in with a keg of this fun stuff that tastes horrible.
And you wash it through.
Run it through the line.
And then you got to rinse it through.
Yep. Then you have another keg of water, rinse it through. Then you put the beer on. Oh, yeah, that tastes much better. Derp.
It's amazing how that works. Yes.
Wow. But I mean, that's just a small aspect of it. I wouldn't want to do anything else on the planet.
My staff just likes running the tap and letting the beer clean it out. Why are we 320 ounces short from this guy? Oh, well, we had to clean out the drain. Really? No.
I've actually seen that at
I'm
your
telling
place.
you, dude.
No joke.
Can never underestimate the depths of ineptitude.
There's a lot of people who have their own ideas of what, cleaning a beer line should be, and 99% of them are wrong.
Absolutely.
Leave it to the experts. It's what they're there for.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to take...
I want to go sit next to him.
Sorry. Yeah, come hang out, man. I took your chair. I'm feeling awful about it.
All right,
he just wants to be closer to the beer.
Yeah,
we're gonna
I don't
take
blame you. I don't blame you. It's right there.
We're gonna take a break.
We're gonna take a short break. We're gonna come back. We're gonna polish off a little more beer. Finish up with Brian.
Wow.
And see this week who belongs in a cigar insane asylum. Keep it lit.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
With over 20 years in the cigar industry, Eric Espinoza has done it all. He began in retail, became a sales manager, developed and owns his own brands, and today is internationally known as a manufacturer of top-quality premium cigars. Nothing gives Eric more pleasure than to be able to make his own cigars for consumers worldwide to enjoy. Experience cigars made in the Espinoza way. La Ranja Reserva, Murcielago, 601, and Espinosa Habano, in Connecticut. For more information, visit EspinozaCigars.com.
a brand more than 100 years in the making. Particulares was established in Havana, Cuba in 1895, operating as an elite factory that would later introduce the world to classic brands such as Byron, Particulares, and even Monte Cristo. Now, Sindicato Cigars is proud to bring this historic brand back to life, partnering with the legendary Topsa factory in Esteli, Nicaragua, to reimagine this Cuban classic as a modern-day Nicaraguan puro. Transport yourself to a bygone era of Cuban nostalgia with Particulares by Sindicato. For more information, visit sindicato.com.
Hey, fools, how about a game of Cutthroat? It's your funeral. That's my kind of game. Arnold, I hope your pool playing is better than your choice of cigars. What do you mean? Wow, tough crowd. Here, try this Recluse cigar. You're gonna need all the help you can get. Don't be stingy. Let me get one of those. Recluse. Wow, that's a good smoke. Now I can bring my A game. I think you should stick with that Recluse cigar and work on your B game, because you don't have an A game. And I know a little something about games. Boom. Ooh, that's cold.
Want to be in the know and lift your cigar game? Join the Monte Cristo Social Club and stay connected with the latest cigar news. Discover events near you and see what's trending. The Monte Cristo Social Club is the place to stay connected to get the inside scoop and feel like an industry insider. Members can look forward to exclusive members-only benefits, special discounts, and details on how to gain VIP access to some of the most extravagant cigar events. New members receive an exclusive gift just for signing up. The Monte Cristo Social Club. Get in the know.
Quality and value are always the two biggest determining factors for consumers when making buying decisions. Casa Bella by Sindicato Cigars offers superior flavor, quality construction, and an affordable everyday price. Completely handmade in the Dominican Republic, these value-priced, smooth yet flavorful cigars are comprised of Dominican and Nicaraguan filler tobaccos, and they're available in natural and Maduro wrappers. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer of Casa Bella cigars.
Lights, camera, action. Real Clips Barbershop brings you all that is good about old school barbershops in a new cinematic themed environment. Whether you need a traditional cut, fade, blowout, or even a straight razor hot towel shave, our master barbers will get you right. All while enjoying iconic scenes from some of your favorite movies, right from our video screens built into the mirrors. Visit realclipsbarbershop.com. That's real, R-E-E-L, clipsbarbershop.com for a location near you or to make an appointment. After one visit, we know you'll be back.
Insurance companies have a very unique business model that the general public doesn't understand. Insurance companies make profit only one way, taking in premiums and paying out less on claims than they take in premiums. In doing this, they oftentimes deny legitimate people with viable claims fair compensation.
We know accidents happen. They happen every day. The good thing about insurance is it helps people do the right thing when they've caused accidents. You know, if I cause an accident, the first thing I want to do is make sure the person is okay, the person's taken care of. The insurance gives us the ability to do the right thing. Unfortunately, the insurance company treats people like statistics instead of human beings. And that's why you need an experienced attorney to make sure the insurance company does the right thing.
Baker and Zimmerman, defending the injured. 800-866-LAWS.
Welcome back. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Welcome back to KMA Talk Radio, broadcasting live in West Palm Beach, Florida. I am Adam K. the Brewmeister. With me, of course, Mr. Honest Abe.
Hello, hello, hello.
And Paul, the producer.
Hi.
Hello, Paul.
Dude, I don't know about you. Well, you don't feel anything. Abe, do you feel anything from?
not even touch.
Yeah, I got a little buzz going. Right?
Not even touch.
You did go for a second round of the Belgian Strong. So
I did.
Yeah.
You know what, man? I maybe that's just me because I'm really into that classic style. You're saying that people have their own styles. I'm just really into that classic style, I think.
You got wasted over kombucha or whatever that was we were drinking in here.
Okay,
one day.
first of all, no, I had
Kratom, whatever.
Dude, I couldn't drive.
That didn't do nothing to me.
And they got all mad at me because I said, dude, this is like, I may as well have smoked a doob. Like, it was like smoking a full
You really got all
joint.
messed up in the air.
It was like smoking a full joint on your own. And they're like, don't say that you get high. No, don't say that. You get high as a kite, man.
It's, you know, and that's the crazy risk that you're going to run. You're going to see a lot more brewing companies adding like CBD and some other things into their beer. And it's some pretty dangerous stuff.
And there's some words about cigar manufacturers putting CBD oil in their cigars,
Well, I don't know about
which we talked about at the Great Smoke, which some people are not happy about.
Uh,
So yeah, there's rumors of that.
There are rumors of people expanding into that and looking at it.
It doesn't, but they feel like it's supposed to be two separate industries, and they don't want to.
And there's also the placebo effect too. A lot of people, when they smell like New Belgium made a beer called the Hemperor. They basically took hemp seeds, turned it into an essence, and put it into a beer. And people were like, "Whoa, I'm wasted." Like
we had a vodka company once that did that, right? Hemp vodka.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think there's a bottle in the storage room still that we got as a deal of something.
There you go.
Yes.
I was going to say, I guess it didn't sell.
We were saving it for something. But anyway, let's do This Week Who Belongs in a Cigar.
Well, hold on. We have a surprise segment here.
Oh.
Because the famed Roger DeBabna is here. I just wanted to ask him a couple of quick questions. I mean,
he'll answer.
Do you have like...
My mic more reach, actually.
I just want to...
You can stretch it. You can stretch it.
Yeah, you can stretch it.
Yeah, stretch it down.
I still don't think it's going to reach.
When you took your time off.
No.
Here, if he rolls around to that side.
Yeah, just roll over there. Okay.
Mr. DeBabna, it's, I've been working with your son here for...
I release all responsibility from being...
Oh, yeah, I'll get the cord.
Yeah, we'll be at next week's show by the time.
I was just going to say,
I'm glad we planned this. We did a good job planning.
Abe and I were planning it.
Oh.
We can always go along on Facebook.
I just want to know... I need like a general description about your son. I mean, I know obviously you love your son. You're very proud of your son. You're proud of all your children. What was Abe like as a kid? Because you said before, and he got upset that he's hot-tempered. Obviously, he's friggin' hot-tempered.
I didn't say I'm not hot-tempered. My response was, I am the kinder,
okay, this is my
gentler.
interview.
I know,
I'm talking to Roger.
You got to quote me right. I am the kinder, gentler of the two sons.
Okay.
Am I skipping the... okay.
Yeah, we're skipping the Insane Asylum.
Okay.
We will thank you to CLE and Asylum Cigars for sponsoring the Insane Asylum.
This Insane Asylum. Make sure you go to the KMA Talk Radio Facebook page.
So Mr. DeBabna, what was Abe like as a kid? Did you have any inkling as to who he'd become as an adult when he was a child?
No clue.
No?
No clue.
He worked for you, right?
Yeah, he worked.
So
After he got out of college, he worked for me 3 years, and one day he come out and said, "I'm leaving you." Don't worry. I'm going to Florida. I want to work with somebody in the cigar business. I said, "That's what you want? I want to leave the business for you." He said, "No, I'm going to Florida." I said, "Okay. God bless you."
What was his work ethic like?
So not like that.
What was his work ethic like?
It was so not like that. See, my two kids born and raised in a business.
Right.
So I teach them from the get-go, from 7, 8 years old, to be a work ethic. You know what I mean? They have to work hard. If you want to make it in life, you got to work hard.
Did you have to stay on him, yell at him a lot?
They start mopping the floor to count the money. Everything in a business, they work at it.
So they had to learn everything.
Everything.
So what? Did you have public restrooms in the place?
You do?
So did
no,
you make
no public.
Oh, but you had restrooms. And
Oh,
somebody
yeah,
had to
we
clean
have
them.
restroom, but no public.
So did you make your boys clean the restrooms?
They do. They do. We do.
Whatever needs to be
it's not a big place. It's a middle-sized place, and we do everything we're supposed to do.
So you've seen your son in business for quite a while now. Would you compare?
He was good at it. He really came and he remodeled the store. He did a lot of good things in the store, and he thought it's not a good, hobby for him. It's not the one where he want to spend his life in the grocery business.
In the grocery business.
Yeah. He was doing the cigar shop on the side.
Okay.
While he was working for me.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
he
that.
used to go to the liquor stores and the grocery store and put a small humidor and buy a cigar, from the wholesaler and put it in the humidor.
I heard that sometimes he'd try to sneak a cigar in the house. Did that anger you and your wife?
It's not sneak. You gotta sneak a cigar. What should I do?
But smoke in the house? That was allowed?
No, you don't smoke in the house.
He smoked in the house. He told us on the air. He said your wife got very angry.
My wife smokes. She don't smoke in the house. She smoke outside.
I used to have a cigar at night after they went to bed, and they knew it because in the morning they asked you there. But it was always after they went to bed. I wasn't sitting around
smoking a cigar. Like, hey, pops.
But I'll never forget. Like one time, I fell asleep. Right, maybe the first inch into a cigar, I just fell asleep. My mother woke up, and said, "Oh, I'm not going to throw this cigar out. It's like a whole cigar." So she put the lit cigar in my humidor, which of course ruins your humidor because your whole humidor becomes ash.
Smoky, yeah.
And it tastes like ash, but you're trying to salvage the one cigar. True story.
Wait, do we have to break off of terrestrial?
Yeah, we're going to break off of the terrestrial radio. Thanks to Pete Hernandez for being here for our Meet your maker segment. Pete, thanks for coming as the last-minute guest.
You didn't have to throw that in there, last minute guess. All right?
No, I'm just saying.
Nobody knew Nimitz didn't show up.
Yes, they did.
Nobody knew. Did they? All right. Thanks, Nimitz, for not showing up, and I came in your place. And, I know I'm a raging D-list celebrity.
Hey.
Thanks for coming out. Thanks for listening to KMA.
Keep it lit.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram, too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Awarded the 2014 Nicaraguan Cigar of the Year with numerous 90-plus ratings, the Perdomo 20th Anniversary Cigar celebrates Tabacalera Perdomo's 20 years as one of Nicaragua's largest premium cigar manufacturers. Using only the highest priming tobaccos grown exclusively by the Perdomo family, the 20th Anniversary Cigar has a tremendous profile with layer upon layer of rich, elegant, complex flavors. Visit your nearest authorized tobacconist today and experience the masterful blend of these Nicaraguan puros. Now available in extremely limited edition pyramid size in sun-grown or Maduro.
The Southeast #1 club of the year is Spearmint Rhino. Enjoy $5 lunch specials daily till 3 with the best view in town. Really hungry? Take a bite of their 16-ounce New York strip special, only $14.95. Available daily until 10 p.m. Spearmint Rhino, home of $10 Tuesdays all day and all night. And now Thursdays until 8 p.m. Dances are 10